Around you is a dark and corrupted forest, and as you walk further on, this smothering feeling slowly threatens to overwhelm you. In an attempt to push it off, you think back. After deciding it was time to head to this dismal wood, you took a train and smartly cut a lot of time off the trip. Traveling northeast, you crossed a vast plain and a rather clear region, one that would be perfect for hunting grounds of birds of prey. A particularly large bird with a wingspan of over 100 feet ended up swooping in to snag a cart on the road ahead of you, taking its loot back to the mountains in the center of the province. But at midday, you arrived at the tree line, hitched your horses, and not 20 minutes past the edge, you stumbled upon two grotesque snake-like monsters. After quickly dispatching the pair, you were brought back to the present and can't help but wonder what lies ahead. What lies ahead is I would like you to
Oh boy.
I felt some disdain in that you took a shortcut.
I didn't have as much written
no one
for
could
the
have predicted
shortcut.
this.
I literally had like one whole segment, like script written up for had you just cut through that forest north of the Heights hut, or a little bit more that you ended up discovering anyway about the road northeast. And I was like, oh shit, now I gotta do something over here. But now you're in the spooky woods.
Spooky woods.
You just entered, and it's about middle of the day by the time you get here. You've been riding for a while here, and you had your little fight there. I'd like someone to roll a d20 for me.
Oh boy.
Who shall roll?
This
Not
sounds
me.
so much
I'm
like
eating.
a trap.
I'll do it since it's my first game back in a while.
Yeah,
However you guys want to handle Dolric
Doloric will do
He
it.
was with
kind
us all
of
along.
being
Oh,
there,
yeah, sorry.
or Gruen, that's up to you.
You're
Gotta
right,
give
I
you some-
forgot to ask that. I think essentially I would have been traveling along and doing my best, but complaining of migraines and not feeling well. But I'll roll a d20.
All right, don't let us down.
A 9.
Right in the middle of the road,
It's a good number.
Okay.
especially when you pair it with a 6.
Roll another d20 for me, or someone else can if you'd like.
Maya.
Oh,
All
I
right.
get it. Do it. All right.
You're the other half of this. I can't go down alone.
Hey.
I was a little
13?
higher. I don't know if that's good or bad.
You're still right in the middle, yeah.
Stuck in the middle with you.
All right. Well, so far, you're about 2 hours pass as you're wandering into this woods. It's just kind of this impressive feeling, the thick trees. It's hard to see the sky above. You get the idea you've probably been walking for a couple hours, but a group of make a perception check as you kind of hear like a little rustle and sound. Also, what's everybody's marching order?
I'm not making the perception check.
I
Good
imagine
question.
it's close to our usual one.
It's gotta be Doya in the front. She's the
Yeah.
survivalist.
Well, both of the ones with the survivalist skills.
Oh, true. Right. That's right.
Yeah.
I would be close to the rear, maybe if not in the rearest rear, but
I think
I'm
Bree would
probably
have been
third.
near the front.
we'll put
Her and Doya usually try to sit
Smurf
kind of close to
behind
the
me.
front.
Well, it's good to have one strong person at the front and one at the back.
So that looks good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
I have my owl out ahead too.
Right. Smurf's on my belt right now in case I need to make a phone call at some point.
Yeah, like you're walking down this thick forest. It's been somewhat quiet for this first couple hours until this rustling in front of you. And with the perception check, you're able to quickly see just before it kind of burst out is 4 like stick people. There's like look like stick bugs, but they're people.
Oh,
These
no.
4 twig blights. They kind of just wander off across your path, and they just with the perception check there, you're able to tell they don't look the best. Like they kind of look sick, or one might look like it's kind of holding its arm, like it's kind of injured. And as they kind of cross your path, they notice you, and they just kind of stare at you and just eye you warily.
Primera?
You get
Did they
nothing from the unicorn about this.
No. he's saying it out loud because he wants to see if I get a response out of them.
They just kind of, the four of them kind of clustered together. They just are kind of keeping a watch on you. They're not too sure what this group of whatever you are to them are gonna do. Unless I make an insight check if anybody wants to. Or what do you guys just do? They're kind of just there.
They've seen us, though. It's
They've
clear
seen
that
you for
they've
sure.
seen.
So you're saying we
Doya,
don't have advantage.
Doya says, "Do you live here?"
You have no idea what they're doing, Bo. You can't read a tree. Your metal.
I'll do an
This-
insight.
This
I'm
druid
interested.
stuff.
I'm interested in
kid-
this one actually.
If I kill them and grind them down to paper, I can read them.
Do I again? You're not too sure. They kind of stare at you when they ask that question. And Marble's like there is injured. There is that they're wary. They're almost scared. Like they're not attacking you. They don't seem aggressive, mostly because they almost want to protect themselves. So they're kind of just staying off to the side. You just.
Marble recognizes that sort of behavior. It's something he's seen before, and he's more like, "You gonna stare at them all day? Like we got places to be."
I don't think they're gonna harry us too much unless we harry them. So
I don't mean to alarm anyone, but I have to ask why are we trudging through the swamp again?
We're close to Primera's Grove, and I believe that witches have been doing the worst on Primera's Grove while she was away.
Yes, the statue.
Primera's
They
a
see-
unicorn, though.
Well, they seem friendly enough. Perhaps we just walk on by.
yeah, we don't mess with them, and hopefully they won't mess with us. I don't think
You-
they'll want to mess with us anyway.
Yeah, they got
May
nothing I want.
You may want to hide your axe, though, Doya.
Jesus Christ.
Doya blinks and she looks at the boomerang that's on her shell.
By
Then
chance,
she
Lois,
shrugs.
Do you happen to know where, I don't know, a unicorn grove might be? This forest? Could you guide us? Show your way around.
Are we talking to trees now? For fuck's sake!
No different than talking to statues.
As you're talking to it, you can make an insight to kind of just gauge at them.
I'm assuming that they don't understand what the fuck I'm saying, but.
What
They
languages
do seem
we
to
know?
understand what you're saying, actually. They don't seem to be able to speak, because they're just stick people. Yeah, understand.
Don't talk like people, then.
Don't talk like people. Walk like stick, talk like
Um,
stick.
You asked if they happen to know where the grove was?
Yeah, Unicorn Grove, yeah, Primera. They could guide us through the woods, shit like that. Actually, Bo might even pull Primera out, and, like point at her. Maybe that would help him.
The four of them seem to just look at each other, like, confer a bit, and then one of them, who seems to be the most healthiest, and more in the part of the group, just kind of shakes its head.
In the affirmative or negative?
Negative.
Do you happen to know any others of your kind or anyone else in these woods who could guide us to the grove?
I heard a roll.
I did too. I'm
it's
always
still
playing
brave.
these roll.
One in the back kind of nods its head. Well, the one that was initially kind of like looks like, oh, like you get with a decent insight there. You're like, he is kind of like raising his hand in the back, and he's maybe shouldn't have. He kind of just points in a particular direction. Like, not gonna give you a map or anything. As in, there's might be some aid there.
Could you guide us there to where you're pointing?
They're not going. They it doesn't seem like they're going to walk with you.
That's rude. Alright, thank you for
Or
your time.
yeah, after
mean-
this.
He is just wood, so he's served his purpose as a signpost. Let's follow the directions, I suppose.
Doya appears closely at the stick people, and she looks at Brewark, and she's like, "They don't look like signposts."
Well, if they lead us astray, they might.
Oh,
They all kind of just eye you, and after this
Actually,
kind of gone long enough. Sorry, they're
I'm thinking
they're about to like walk off the path and
Yeah,
fall
what
back
is-
into the forest unless.
I was already.
Mhm.
No, I was already thinking about doing this. Actually, I was gonna say I was thinking Bo's probably gonna divvy up his one of his healing potions. Because you said they're tiny creatures, right?
They are small creatures, but
We just want to like help them out a little bit. Since
Gnome
Smurf isn't
size?
here. Since Smurf isn't here to give out muffins.
how do you?
Because you
Oh,
said they look hurt. So.
yeah, I thought Red was here. I didn't
Yes.
hear. If
I
he-
am.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Never mind.
Also, you're a little
I was
quiet,
really
Kyle.
confused.
Maybe just microphone a little bit closer. I don't know.
You're a little closer.
Ooh. So you wanted to give them a healing potion?
Yeah, basically. You know,
Okay.
thank them. Look out for them. I figured because they were small, like they might be able to split it amongst themselves.
You kind of just walk forward and put like the way you would like a wild animal. You kind of put it down and back off. Make a persuasion check.
Oh, that's not gonna go good. Right in the middle.
Okay.
What are you doing? We
One
didn't
of the
need
one-
that.
Also, I don't know
got
which
more.
one you did. Yeah, imagine you gave like the lowest level. I don't know which one you have. So,
They're just sticks. Who care?
well, you say that as the kind of leader one does kind of rush forward, grab it, runs back, and they all kind of just usher off into the forest, like go off into the forest.
For fuck's sake.
They're all like, leave before they change their mind.
well, I guess we keep going.
Well, hopefully they.
Hopefully, it'll be okay.
And so, do you go in the direction that they pointed you to?
Yes.
Doya would, yes.
Okay.
Might as well.
How long have we been traveling on foot?
At this point, 2 hours. But let's see how long it takes before
But it's
something
been a
else-
long 2 hours.
Well, yeah. It's you've been traveling all day on horseback, and now it's another 2 hours. Give me a sec.
So I made like a taco salad thing today. It's just absolutely full of cheese. Like just so much cheese.
Right. So another 2 hours. Well, you think another 2 hours pass. It's kind of hard when you can't really track the sun. It does. You think it'd be a little warmer, but it's still this kind of cool. Or it's a weird, cool breeze, but there's like an oppressive heat. You're not quite sure, but does anybody actually have any methods of tracking time? I don't know if anybody has a little watch or anything.
Smartwatch.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It tracks my heart rate.
No.
All that stuff.
No, I
No,
got
I
nothing.
don't think so. Actually,
I
are
just
there
wasn't-
watches in this world?
Yes, and
Would it would it be sufficient to have my owl fly above the treetops to figure out where the sun is roughly?
if you want to try and have your owl fly through the trees, go right ahead.
I mean, sure. It's trees, I would imagine owls wouldn't have a problem with that. Unless they're cursed trees.
What time of day is it? Or is that what we're trying to ascertain right now?
Basically, as you guys are kind of going about to, you think, a certain amount of time has passed. Bo, you send your tree up, your owl up. Imagine you're looking through the vision of the owl as it's going up.
Wow, when did Kyle get a tree?
I've got a goddamn tree.
As it is flying through the branches, it's very thick. It seems to go for a bit. Some of them actually do try and it's like they move and try and swipe at you or claw at you. The branches of the trees rolled one, so they didn't hit. And you were able to poke up at the top of just above the tree, the forest. So you see the sun and just trees forever. Roll a nature check to determine the time.
I would argue survival works too.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm making that argument. It's the same bonus. To
Yeah.
but
Okay.
right in the middle.
Yeah,
is
it's
fucking
sometime
average
during the
rolls?
afternoon. You're not quite sure.
All right, cool. I summoned him back through my pocket dimension.
Okay.
I think Dolric might be perspiring a little more than he normally does, and he's seems to be struggling with not physical pain, but you can tell that the migraines are troubling him. That's hitting a little too close to home, actually.
Oh,
Oh,
Well, you know how to describe it when it happens. It's just about as the thing returned, you guys kind of keep going a bit, and there's kind of an opening. Let me put. As you guys kind of walk forward, you hear this moaning, almost like,
Goddamn.
for the
moaning
lack
mortal.
of the better word, an ant just going.
Like a creaking tree sort of sound, but like
Yeah.
more humanoid.
Yeah, sure. Well, everybody's on the map. I was supposed to. Nope, this map. Okay, activate. It is a very dark forest. Everyone should be moving over. Come on,
it's working at it.
Okay, it was just slow to move everybody over. I've been having. I figured out how to get walls to work. Have fun navigating.
oh boy.
Don't
Oh
move.
wow.
Okay, I was just
So,
making sure.
Ahead of you, yes, ahead of you is this sound kind of going on.
Oh,
Do we see anything?
Well, if you kind of walk forward into this kind
I
of
mean,
clearing,
I do, but
you can make perception checks as you kind of walk out.
Can I send my owl out there first?
If you'd like to.
I would. I'm just hoping that your walls work for the owl.
Oh, it should work for everybody if you pull it out. Walls are on the map. And if your owl has the sight,
Okay. Okay.
Dolric just kind of feverishly mumbles to his cabin, "Go and check things out."
Oh,
Kevin
cool.
isn't there.
Well, that's spoopy. I meant, do I need to roll perception for the
if
owl?
you'd like to roll a perception for your owl, you can go right ahead.
Because I see it myself, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, that's about what I expect.
All right. Well, the fort. You kind of trying to look through the trees before you kind of breach into this clearing. You can't see anything there. The owl for sure can see it. Anybody else?
sure.
I'll do it.
Marble would definitely be on
It's
edge.
just kind of describing what it is.
Yeah.
As, 16, okay. Yeah, Doy, as you kind of peer through the tree line, a little harder for you with less vision, but you're still able to just kind of see ahead. And
finally,
as the
I was
owl,
able to get it there. And
Oh,
Nope.
Yeah, I've actually been noticing like loading into Foundry was a little low. I think earlier, I'm not saying it was Foundry, but something was crashing Firefox when I had like 5 tabs open, and it just wasn't loading. And I had to close it, and it kept coming up in troubleshoot mode. But with the 16 and the 20, you see this tall. It's a tree with kind of a face you can see for the owl can certainly make it out. And it almost seems to be besieged by these large octopi, like they're just balls with tendrils kind of spraying off with them in different directions. And that this eye in the center they're all kind of like grasping onto its limbs and onto its trying to grab on body, and it's kind of like, no, get off, but it doesn't seem to be having a good time.
Fuck off.
Dory's gonna
Well,
take a step forward and try to get a better perception of what's going on over there. And she's like, she says, "Is that tree under attack?"
Bo's cranking his little headset. Yes, I'd say the tree is under attack by
Kevin,
Cyclops balls.
what are you doing to that tree?
Well, I suppose we should go help
Right.
it.
I
No,
agree.
why?
Why? I'm sure Chimera would be very grateful.
Because it's the right thing to do. And Dory's gonna start going.
Yep,
They
Why
might
is
be
it
able
the
to
right
point
idea.
us in the right direction as well.
Why is there 4 of you, Kevin?
Well, if
What?
you're gonna move forward, let's put ourselves into initiative.
A single center eye with weird tentacles coming off of it?
Yeah,
kinda
it's like
Kevin.
it's like the side of a snail shell,
Nah.
except it's just got the eye in the center of it.
I keep forgetting I have advantage on initiative, so I don't know how to do the adventure thing, so I'll just roll twice for it.
Oh yeah, rolling well today.
Oh, we're doing initiative?
Yeah.
Let me hit that button.
Although I suppose I could have just.
11.12.
And Meow has 4.
It's not letting me roll twice.
You did roll twice, didn't you? Oh no, it didn't.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how I can do that. Because my shield lets me do advantage on initiative. But it's not doing that for me. Not doing that step for me.
You got 5, and what was the last one?
Okay, there it is. Okay, 13.
13? Alright, so I'll stick you at 13.
Okay.
Oh wait. Oh, here it is. I forgot this pops out.
It's not the one I wanted, I said.
There we go.
Alright, yeah, Marble, as you kind of walk in, you're first up, even though you don't want to be.
Well, I guess Marble's gonna hide.
You could spitefully help kill the tree if you're really upset about it.
And try to go around. Is this difficult terrain? Trying to go like.
Well, then you see a path through the trees.
Well, I can't see the map.
You can't see anything on the map?
I can't see past the trees.
Yeah, any tree, all the trees have walls blocking them, so if you can't see past that particular spot, it means you can't see around that spot. You might have to. I'm not going to tell you if there's a hole there or not.
You can like
Right.
cut through here though, probably.
All I'm asking is whether like it's difficult terrain to pass through.
Oh, nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Thank you.
Not in this particular area. Like some of these other maps you might see are a little rougher.
Oh,
This
it doesn't
one's-
let me go through walls.
Yeah.
Mm.
Can you squeeze through some others? And I'm not. I did some of these trees as squares, and I started cutting that down.
All right.
Okay, right. So that was probably what 15 feet.
Well. Yeah, about.
I'll use the rest of my movement.
What I can't do is walls, and I'll see my walls. Aha! I did some of these trees as like a square on it, and then I decided, well, what if I just do X's? It would basically do the same thing.
Just stay under the trees, but in here. And yeah, that's it.
Okay. Then it is Oh, I suppose we should do it again. Oh yeah.
Alright, Doya's gonna run up to here, and she's gonna start
Everyone-
smacking on this one.
Everyone rolled like ass. Oh my god. It's like marble, and then everyone else is super low. Boomerangs.
23 hit.
23 will hit.
I'm gonna do a distracting strike on that one.
Okay.
What was the thing for it? 1d8 plus. Gosh, I can't. There. I can't remember the attack plus for the
Just roll the damage.
okay.
Okay. You expended your supremacy dice.
Yep. One
as
of
the
them.
thing immediately explodes, pops. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh shit.
And Marble, you will have to as well.
Oh, fuck's sake.
While they're doing their rolls,
Woo!
did we do a rest last week?
Nope.
No.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that
Well,
my,
no, yeah, we did. before
Oh,
the fight.
marble.
You guys rested before you entered the forest?
On the
thought you-
train.
Oh yes, no, yeah. That was like days before.
Well, yeah, but that was last
For
week.
Brewin, yes. You guys,
Okay.
it was 2 days to get to the forest from the train. Okay,
do I have my
Doya,
two
you
spell
pass.
slots?
You would, unless for whatever reason you expended them in the last 24 hours.
Okay.
Marble, you failed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
You take 9 poison damage.
And then. Oh, there is
I
an
just did that
indent.
to reset my
And then.
And
Take
then
9 poison damage, and you feel like there's some kind of. It's like the spores are just. It exploded in like a puff of just gross dust almost, and it's like it's in your
Mushrooms
mouth
growing
and
in
it's
your
just,
throat.
Yeah.
Great.
and
So
then
this one is dead.
Oh, it's dead.
Yeah, I said it blew up. With that one smack.
Okay, seeing that happen, she's got 15 feet of movement left, so I'm gonna move her here. And I think I have enough space to boomerang this thing from a distance. How far is it anyway?
Which one popped?
This
The
one.
one that's
This one?
yes.
Okay.
I'll mark it with
What was the range for the boomerangs?
there. It should say on the item.
Give me a
Thanks.
second. Range 20 to 60 feet.
20 and then 60 would be with a disadvantage.
Okay, so I need to be 20 feet from it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, this'll have to do. So yeah, she's gonna throw a boomerang at this thing.
If you do a ranged attack within melee range. Oh no, that one's dead. Never mind.
Probably won't hit.
With 13, you hit.
Okay.
And make another Constitution saving throw as it blows up.
These things have some range on them.
Seems to be a radius when it happens.
Ooh.
Okay. You also take 3d6. You take 10
Ignore
poison
that.
damage.
I was
And
trying
you
to look at
also
what the range
just-
for that was.
The spores are just all over the place. You kind of just cough them out. Okay. Anything else?
No.
Oh, well, then it's Dolred's turn.
Hmm.
Doing some stuff behind the scenes, you said.
These things seem to be going down fairly easily. He'll stagger out. Maybe 5. Over here. Does he have line of sight on both the ones in the back?
They're actually fairly large
Okay.
creatures, so the one behind the tree would be hard to from your angle, no. But the one in front of the tree, on the because that one isn't there
Alright.
anymore, right?
I'd probably just maybe come down here until I can have sort of an angle on 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll come right here. I'll probably just use Eldritch Blast, but I have 2, so I'll split them, one at each.
Okay.
So I'll do the first one.
That'll hit.
So 11 damage to the first one, being this one. And I'll see if I can hit the one in the back. 11 probably won't hit.
That hits.
Does it?
Yep. Okay.
All right. And then
They both explode. Pop, pop, like big balloons going off filled with this horrible dust. Marble, you are close enough to the one down south to make another Constitution saving throw.
Ow.
that's just bonus for me. I mean,
Uh-huh.
oh no.
And then
Oof. Whoa.
Oh
14
no.
poison damage. Roll.
Is Dory out of range of that, or?
Nope.
So I make another Constitution saving throw?
Yes, please. Alright, I need to make 3 for the tree.
3.
You failed.
Oof.
Easy to hit, but oof.
Ooh.
Are you
17 points of damage.
serious? Oh.
Hey, better you than me.
Technically, that's 50 damage I
Ooh.
did that round because I'm taking credit for those 2 hits.
Alright.
Oh, the tree too, right?
Jesus, dude.
Are we gonna kill this tree before we even finish a full
You
combat
guys
round?
are the worst helpers. I
This
You
swear.
one's is going to
you
be at
rolled-
advantage just to get
oh my
the 2
God.
out of the way.
Max
Oh.
damage,
All
max
right.
damage.
Okay, so the 2 were fine. Yeah, 20 to 19.
Oh shit.
The one gets him. Yeah. He also this thing is obviously a tree kind of reeled back, and you'd see a face and a mouth that just starts like kind of coughing, and the one that that was exploded up top with the boomerangs is the one that really seemed to affect him, but the other 2 he was able to kind of just turn away and wave his hand and not get hit. Well, the orbs are out of. They're all exploded. The tree's kind of just waving his like coughing. He's doubled over a bit, coughing a bit. Grewin?
Yum. I think she's gonna move up through here. Right now, come to stand next to Doya.
Doya's coughing.
Mm-hmm. You two
All
don't
of-
feel very good.
All of the things are
No, I
dead, and
believe
all
you.
we have is the tree ends, right?
Yes, there's just the tree right now. Just,
All right. Since they were attacking the tree, she's just gonna stand defensively and possibly hold an attack for if something else pops up, unless the tree starts to look bad. So just, if something attacks Doya, she's gonna hold her turn.
okay, and and Smear, were you two going to do anything?
Bo's gonna sprint up to the tree and start talking to it.
Sounds good.
I mean, Smurf's just gonna start like assessing people health-wise.
Make a medicine check. I'd say you seem to be taking a very passive. We can drop out of combat. Make a medicine check on your two sickened people. That would be on who? Doya, I imagine.
Yeah, and
And then one for Marvel. Okay. Well, with Marvel, you can kind of see he's a thinner guy. He almost seems like this disease is hitting him a little bit closer, quicker. With that in mind, you probably realize Doya probably is also diseased. You don't know what it's gonna do, but she has something in her now that both of them probably not gonna be a very good thing. And Bo, you walk
Hail.
up to the tree.
Friends. Hope you're
I
okay.
didn't prepare to remove disease today.
Hey, so we had some little treelings, saplings. I don't know what you want to call them. Anyway, they point us over to you, saying that you might be able to help us find a grove or point us in the right direction for a one Primera unicorn. I don't know. I actually don't know her last name.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Smear, roll one. You kind of looked at him, and you kind of look at the tree. Roll another medicine, or maybe a nature check. As you're kind of got those two, like, wait a minute. Yes, this forest has gotten dark since Protector left.
Yep, that's why we're here.
With the nature check,
Bring it-
you get the
we're bringing
impression
her
that
back.
he might have maybe caught something as well. You're bringing her back. That's good.
Just so you know, you may be playing.
That's
Those
unfortunate.
things have been sprouting out. Many dark creatures have been sprouting out in the forest. It's
Well-
going to be a very hard travel, but you came to my rescue.
Well, yeah.
You look like you needed help. We had to help.
But hopefully if we can get Primera back to her grove, she'll be able to help you out.
Well, you didn't need to help me, but you did, and you're helping the forest. Maybe this will help you
Damn
along the
right.
way. He kind of reaches under his arm, like under his armpit, like just to scratch his back almost. And he first, well, he'll put down 2 scrolls and a potion. And then
Gross armpit juice.
yeah. Yeah, like a vial or something. You kind of recognize it as some kind of healing.
Give her
Um,
tree water.
I just assume he turns a metal
And
sap
then
in the side
he
of his
kind of like
body. Maple syrup.
looks at it around him and at another tree, kind of just taps it a bit, and then yeah, almost like falling like apples. I have to roll for it first. 7. What? I don't. It just says particular object, so I'm gonna have to win this one.
Particular
Um,
object.
Carvings, wooden carvings. 7 very very well made wooden carvings are
Oh,
kind of
no.
gathered, and he places them down. Looking at them, you get the impression each one of them is 200 would probably sell for 250 gold.
Cool. They're mine.
The spell scroll, one of the spell scrolls is for a cantrip that I haven't rolled up
Decided?
yet because I literally just did the loot tables today, and one of them is for a first level spell, and the potion, it's like a bigger vial than what some of the smaller, lesser versions are. So, it might have some more kick.
Oh, thank you, sir. Much appreciated.
Oh, it's very appreciated. Now, another thing from me. Okay. Nope. Just checking. So, the forest, it's changed. It's hard to tell which way is which. But maybe, and then he'll point in a direction, and I have to just figure out how I'm marking this down because I have 3 charts and a fucking graph to deal with here.
You're
Okay.
prepared now.
Oh yeah, he'll point you in a direction. Again, I'm not going to really give you much, but through there is a quicker path. The trees are a little easier to pass through, at least for now. I wish you luck.
Do we need to rest before continuing? Our friend is looking a little green here, and I'm not talking about Doya.
I mean, he's a tree. Speaking of, what is your name, sir?
I was talking about young marble.
Fuck it.
I feel like Sumner's copping out on this one.
I feel like that's it. I have no idea what his name is.
You weren't expecting the difficult
talk
questions.
You don't talk Sylvan or Druidic, so you don't fucking know what he said.
That's fair.
Ah, yes, tree mustache.
That was great.
You just weren't expecting the hard question, like, what's your name?
I just watched the fucking Lord of the Rings, so I was like, fuck it, you know, the way they talk. Entish, but he said his name in Druidic, so I did the cop out, yes. Try fucking writing that down. I have to hear you
I
say it.
would, but it would just look like fucking Julie going blah 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, see, like that. Same name.
He kind of just nods his head at you and thanking you and seems to just, I have to be on my way now, and he'll just kind of stomp off.
Is there
Okay,
any
in a different
chance you
direction.
could escort us or come with us to the
He
grove
gave
and
you
help
the
us out?
direction, and
It
I
would-
didn't roll high enough for him to help you.
It would be beneficial. Okay.
Oh,
Go
you
off
guys are lucky. I forgot Lesser
with a-
Restoration is one of my domain spells.
How is that lucky? Wouldn't we have liked you to use Greater Restoration?
No, it's one of my domain spells, which means I don't need to prepare it to have it
Doesn't
used,
need to
be able to
prepare
use
it.
it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys are very lucky because I know exactly what those were.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I go ahead and I'll use Lesser Restoration on both of you.
Thank you, Smurf.
The cantrip, as you're looking over it, is Word of Radiance, and this level 1 scroll is Snare, and I have something for that.
There's spells we can't use.
I just rolled
Try
it
it.
up, and those were the ones that were there.
No, I can use it. I can
There's
use
a
it.
major spell.
It's also an artificer spell.
What's the other one?
Did it not go on there? Snare and Word of Radiance.
Oh.
Word of Radiance. I'm a
Oh, apparently it's a
pretty
wizard
apt
spell.
Hold on.
cleric. Sounds like
Where
a
did it
spell
go?
I could use.
Shit. I was having some issues with, I think, because Roll20 was, not Roll20, Firefox was crashing on me. I was hoping that this didn't happen, because I think it's Foundry. Some of the stuff I imported aren't here. So, let me get these back out. I had imported 2 spell scrolls on the loot table.
Tim, do you want the scroll, or should I hold on to it?
Marble is gonna get everything he can get right now, because, like, through no fault of his own, he's been dealing with your bullshit.
I mean, fair enough. I guess I'm asking more out of character if you would rather have the scroll than the bow.
I don't really. Let me read this.
I'd be
'Cause-
interested in one of those carvings.
I mean,
Well, there's 7, we're 7.
Also, how are you guys looking health wise?
I'm great.
I'm about half health.
Doya has 26 HP out of 53.
Jeez. All right.
Yeah, she got hit hard there.
They have a 20-foot AoE whenever they get hit, and they had 1 HP and like fucking 5 AC.
You're lucky
They're
I
just
didn't go
balloons.
first. I was thinking about putting down
All right.
Hadar. Hunger of Hadar. Just on all of them.
Stop! Every time you use that, something bad happens.
He's only used it once.
Yeah. So
You should all
something
be
bad
able to
happens.
see the 2 spell scrolls in the loot page, just so you know what you have. But
And what about the potion?
it's a potion. It's a greater
It's a
healing
greater
potion.
healing potion.
Yes.
Greater healing potion. Okay. Well, we can give that to Doya. Agree with that, I'd say.
Yeah, that would work fine. I purchased some healing potions not long ago for myself.
And you said
You can have the scroll.
all that. You want me to have scroll?
Yep.
Okay.
Word of Radiance is a mage scroll?
No, talking about snare.
Oh,
And you said that this is a fine wooden apple carving.
They're just wooden carvings of different like animals, just very nice carvings.
Well,
It just said art
I'm-
object, so
Right. I'm
figured
gonna
that
go
made
to
sense.
Google and go random animal.
sure.
Because then that's how I'll decide. I like how I typed in Google to go to Google.
Word of Radiance is a cleric.
Someone gets
scroll,
11.
Random
do I
animal
have 2 or do I have 3? I never remember.
It's 2 plus the level of the spell.
So 3. So
All right, Julie.
someone gets 12 HP. I'll say Doya gets 12 and
You couldn't have
Julie.
used evasion on
What?
those hits? Oh, because poison. I guess not.
Pick-
Right.
1 through 6.
oh come on.
4.
All right. 10. I guess
I
you
got
get
a
7.
cute statue.
Smurf, you
Fine,
should take the
wooden
Word of Radiance. I mean, icily, I would claim I'm a cleric, but literally can't use it. So
Fine wood carving. You said it was worth 250.
Each one of them, and
and there's 7.
All right, so what was this Word of Radiance thing? You said it was a scroll?
it was 2d. Well, I rolled 2d4. Yeah, so you got nearly maximum. One scroll is a cantrip scroll, Word of Radiance. Should be. I don't know if about the divine cantrips to know if it is or not. I just have a scroll randomizer here.
It's funny because it's a scroll of a cantrip, which means it's still consumed.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
it's a holy.
At least it's not like a
divine spell.
scroll of prestidigitation or something.
Yeah,
Scroll of
true.
thaumaturgy.
That's true.
I mean, those are both useful. Super useful cantrips. You use them right.
No, this one's like combat based,
Yeah.
though, which is good.
It's pretty much like a mini AOE like burst spell for me. Right.
Right.
I mean,
May as well.
you never know. I mean, if a cantrip scroll, I'll use it. I guess. Yeah.
All right.
Who the hell makes a cantrip scroll?
How the
The
hell
one
did a
trying to
tree and
practice.
get it?
These are the questions you shouldn't ask.
So what you guys doing?
I think we're heading in that direction that he pointed us out.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do we
Might
need
as
to
well.
rest or continue?
We should probably push on.
Keep it a daylight.
What time was it when you checked?
He didn't roll
After
high enough.
late
Oh
afternoon.
yeah, he did make it.
Middle afternoon kind of.
Noonish.
No, you
Give
went
or
in.
take.
You went
Give.
into the forest at noon, so it's middle of the afternoon.
It's not nighttime yet.
Yeah.
So we still have daylight to burn.
What daylight?
I don't have an issue with the night. Some of us can't see in the dark, though.
That's fun.
And you being one of them.
My owl hooting. Not a problem.
Actually, does Doya have dark vision? No, she doesn't.
No, she
Mm-mm.
doesn't.
Neither does
don't have it either.
Greywin. Wow, so many. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I
Wow.
Yes, in the dark.
I do have.
Are you a halfling or a gnome? You
He's
can
a
see in
gnome.
the dark.
Who's that
Gnomes
dark
can-
vision?
Do they?
Gnomes have dark vision.
Let me check here again.
Do the gnomes have dark vision?
Halflings don't.
Oh, that's right. I'm
halfling.
used to playing Shadowcloak. That's right. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he does have dark vision.
I
Never mind, actually
remember
pretty useful in the dark.
I remember Dory having some sort of magical
You have a blue
lantern or
candle.
something, but I'm not seeing in my inventory.
Yeah, you
Might
have
wanna
a.
go back
Yeah, I
and
thought
check the
one of us
D20.
ended up with a.
It should have been in. I should have put it in your inventory.
It's a candle that will burn underwater.
Oh yes, that thing.
Huh. You're right. There was a candle, and there is another item.
I mean, it's not really important right now, I suppose.
No.
A regular
No,
torch
you
will
have a
work just as
lantern.
fine.
You have a lantern revealing and a candle that burns underwater. I'll just pull
Yes.
it in right now. You know, it's kind of annoying. On the import, the text box, you can't
Mhm.
just right-click and try and highlight the word. You have to hit this backspace button. I want to just take the get the whole word, delete. But
Well, it doesn't. Work?
no, you try and right-click, to drag over it and highlight it. I imagine if I use Shift Control.
Yeah, it's a little finicky. I agree.
It's just
Oh, you can
really?
highlight. I see.
Small gripe, but yeah.
We could always click the reset button, I guess.
let's do.
There you go.
I think we had a healing potion we were trying to decide on too, though I think that's.
It's either going to be Joya or you. I think is
And I think-
what we've agreed on, more or less.
And I think Doya probably.
I
is
have the
better
healing
because-
potions.
Oh, do you have one already?
I have 2, I think.
I don't
So,
have any, but
go
I
take
tend
them.
to do kind of a melee thing, so.
Take them.
Yeah, you should take one. Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't got one, definitely take it.
All right, so the two particular items that I could have swore I put on your sheet are in the items tab now. Just so you know what they do.
What type of potion was it again?
Raider.
We,
Good.
We have a lantern of revealing and a candle of the deep.
We got the candle off of
that trio.
the Goliath.
Yeah. Yep.
And you got the lantern in the blue alley. I
Oh.
had that for a while.
Okay, so who has the lantern of revealing?
I think Doya has both.
You think Doya ended up with both of them?
I just have a regular old lantern.
He's got a lot of
Yeah,
items.
she's got the rope. She can carry it all. So you guys were.
This is...
Hmm?
No, I'm just trying to import Find Familiar into my spell list and it won't fucking do it.
That's weird.
Well, what happens?
It's just, it says it's not there. It says it's imported from the player's handbook, and then I close down the plutonium importer, and it's not my spellbook. It's not.
Does it go
that big of a
somewhere
deal.
else? Does it go into? Oh,
It's not that big a deal. I'll just go in there when I need to look at it.
Okay.
Yeah, if the lighting becomes an issue as well, I'll just cast my dancing lights to help some of the us lesser seeing folks.
What is the light like right now?
Pretty sure it's
it's
pretty
not
dark.
too dark, but it's like just overcast night, or an overcast day, like a cloudy day.
Oh, okay. That's
If
not
you
bad
could
at
see
all.
through the trees, so it's kind of hard. In that clearing, it's a little easier to see what's going on.
No, I'm asking what the light is in the forest.
In the forest, dark.
Like,
So basically,
is it night? Is it already like night?
you know how you guys were walking through that map started up,
Yes.
where you all couldn't see particular
Aye.
ranges. That's basically every time, every moment.
We're in the dark already.
Kind
Yeah,
of.
we're pretty much in like dim light at this point. I would
Are we in
think.
dim light or are we in darkness?
It wouldn't be darkness. Yes.
Okay, so we're in
So
dim
dim
light.
light.
I might have to adjust your
So
lighting.
everyone can see, but not well.
I might have to adjust your lighting, but I actually didn't consider that when the walls and your. I'd have to change the token visions, but
Yeah, it's kind of a pain. You have to
Yeah.
change it every map too.
oh yeah. So were you guys just chilling out here, or are you guys moving on? He gave you a direction. It seemed
So
to be
we
a little.
should keep moving on.
Okay.
No reason to.
The path the tree ant pushes you is actually fairly clear. Maybe he had walked through this path himself, but he did it just a decent pace. And a couple out, you keep going. Couple hours go by. I'd like someone to roll me another d20.
Oh boy.
Can I have the
I don't
owl do
trust-
it? I don't think the owl's done it.
As long as one's rolled. 10.
Fucking right in the middle, guy. Fucking let's go. I'm an average Aaron tonight, man. Let's go.
All right. Who wants to
We're
roll the
just-
second one?
I will.
What the fuck? Roll 10, 10. Roll 10.
Somebody's gonna roll a 1.
17.
There's a 1 involved. It's like a 10.
As you're walking forward, it's been a couple hours now. It's getting darker for sure. Basically, it's summer outside of the forest, so you guys know that it's probably a little later in the day. You guys are getting tired, really tired too. You've been walking for what is 8 hours basically, but you kind of start going through. Let's see. The group, everybody make a dexterity saving throw. It's kind of in the dim light, kind of hard to see.
Ooh. Dexterity saving throw.
All right, so 11.
I'm so dexterous.
Oh,
Oh, poor
Oh.
Puck. Rip Puck.
Yeah,
Okay,
your,
so
your
Pock,
robot didn't have a good day.
Grewin, and I don't see Smearf up here. There we go.
Do you want
And
the owl?
Smearf.
Is this
No.
a ground thing? Or
Yep. Well, make the owl roll one as well, yes. Pock, Smearf.
oof.
The owl's fine.
Owl says,
He's
"Fuck you."
able to perfectly maneuver these webs that are starting to cover everything in the area. Anyone who got lower than a 12
Rip
on
Puck.
their death saving throw, you are now restrained by these webs.
Well, I begin cutting Doya out because she is the most important member of our team.
Those webs.
Thank
Wow.
you.
Doya will protect me. while I stay here.
How much webbing is there?
It's a lot of it. It seems to be covering this particular area at least quite a
I'll
bit.
So we can't. The people who are grappled can't cut ourselves out. Is what you're saying?
You are restrained, and the restrain just reduces your movement to 0, I believe.
Yeah, that's all it is.
And anybody who would
Okay.
like to attack the webbing may roll their attack rolls.
You not looking where you're going or something?
I try to pay attention, but sometimes it does not work.
It's hard to stay minded though.
Grewin, you're I saw you use a spear. It's useless for this.
Oh yeah, I was thinking because the lance has the thing.
What are the great at? I don't see the attack for the great ats, but
I'll go and cut freaking
The-
Smurf out.
Where did it go?
Boomerats does slash into it. Roll your damage.
I would help, but I
Oh,
would
there it
be
is.
bludgeoning
And there's the attack roll. You did a good portion of it, but particular person you're and what is that? Is that a piercing weapon there?
Daggers are piercing, but that's their main mode of attack. They do have an edge.
Yes, except this particular web has this distinct line here saying immunity to piercing, bludgeoning, and psychic damage.
Okay, but I'm pretty sure I could do slashing damage with it. It just wouldn't be practical in combat.
It takes longer. I'd just probably tell a little bit longer. There is a bit of a health pool.
Sure.
I have a solution.
Yeah,
though
Bo and
most
Doya
of you
both
won't
seem to
like it.
hack into the webs.
Unless my
but
super
you
spooky knife doesn't actually have a cutting edge.
roll damage for reserve. Bo and Doya, you're cutting through. You're making progress. You're having a little more trouble, kind of just cutting through. I'd say half damage, even though it says immunity. But you're right. It is to kind of like a knife. I don't know.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't
You-
slash someone in combat, but...
Yeah, that is just a little silly the way.
You guys see Doric quaff a potion,
Don't.
and then he breathes fire on all the webbing around him.
Did you just set like Grewin or one of the others on fire?
No, just the webbing, because he said there's a big area of webbing, so I just used fire breath potion to ignite it all.
Okay, so you're basically aiming away from the group while they're dealing with that.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
if it catches on fire,
Cool.
it burns them,
How many shiny
whatever.
eyes does this reveal in the darkness?
We'll get there, maybe.
Uh-huh.
You
You
do
know.
for sure clear a large portion in front of you. It catches very well. Almost like it's vulnerable to fire. And I'm not going to worry about the trees. It's so
Fuck
just
is this shit
damp
anyway?
and shitty here that they're not going to worry about fire damage to them. The webs seem to take most of it. And you see some of the trails going straight up. So the three people are still captured in the webbing.
I'm going to continue cutting myself out.
Right, do you need us to keep rolling, or...
Yeah, sure. You don't know what might happen if you don't do it in time.
I've cleared the path, though I would have
That
liked to
hits.
hang on to that potion, but
At 11? No, you hit. And,
I don't
okay. Doya,
actually
you're
think-
able to finally clear out. It's like you're going for Greenwind. Bo, you cut away Pock. It's all of it's gone. And, you're working away. I believe the last one was Smearf. So or who said they were working? Bo, you said you were working on Smearf, right?
No, he said he was working on Doya.
Doya. And then Greenwind was
Yep.
himself. And
And then if Doya is afraid, he probably would have went for Pock. If that would have happened first. Because
Yeah,
I
and
think Doya.
basically,
and
with
I
the
were
damage
basically
you
working
got, you're
together.
able to kind of all of each of you cut through because there was only the three people who were captured, I believe, who failed. You're able to kind of cut your way through the webs and free yourself. And with the way in front of you clear, it's getting real dark.
Well, we probably shouldn't stay here. Something made those webs. Should probably go forward at least a little bit more.
As you move forward over 8 hours, you will have to do some things, but
it smells a little like burning hair.
Do you think that was because of the fire breathing you did?
Well, I've seen you do it a few times. I just want it to be cool.
Yeah, your beard's
I
still
don't-
burning, by the way.
To
Oh.
be fair, I don't breathe fire. I breathe ice. No, I breathe lightning.
No, you breathe
I would have known that.
it's hot light. It's hot ice. It's very hot ice.
She would have said lightning. As soon as I was thinking blue dragon, she would have said lightning.
I breathe lightning. It's air spicy.
Spicy.
You were thinking white dragon.
Yeah, I was thinking of a white dragon instead of a blue dragon.
Okay.
Are we pushing on, or are we making camp?
I say we should push on at least a little bit past this area.
Yes,
Like I said, something made those, and probably shouldn't sleep here.
I would love to have exhaustion on top of my migraine. Let's continue.
All right. So as you roll into the next section, you move a little bit further. I'd like you all to make one person to make one more d20 roll.
Can I take it?
Whoever wants to.
Sure.
Do it, Julie.
I think you're the one that's left, Julie.
Do us all.
You and Red.
Red hasn't rolled either.
14.
Mm.
Okay. As you're pushing on into the night, how much further, how many more hours are you going?
Oh, wait, I was thinking like 10, 15 minutes.
It's
Until
the
we find
weapon was cleared in the area, but for
find
the
a camp.
particular region,
It was more so like those things, whatever made it, I assume spiders are
it
probably
was a
still in that
large area that was covered. 10, 15 minutes isn't going to get you. That's why to get out of that particular region, feel safe enough to find space, you're rolling into the nighttime rolls. Why I made you make one.
Yeah, let's
Were you going to
push
stay
till
there?
we're safe.
Yes. Unfortunately, that pushes you from hour 8 into hour 9. I'd like everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
This will be fine.
Be fine. Great.
We're all very constitutional. Oop,
She didn't
shit.
roll too bad there.
Shit.
He said being the only one to roll low.
Yep.
Doric and Bo, you're getting real tired, and you unfortunately start suffering from exhaustion.
Cool.
I remember what that does.
As you get, and you find your spot, you're out of the forested area, or the
Ooh,
webbed
there's a spot
area.
for it.
Everyone make a perception check. As you're kind of just, oh, it's really tired, we gotta park here.
With disadvantage because of dim light, or have we lit torches yet?
That's
What are
it's
we
up to
rolling?
you guys.
Perception?
Yeah. If you
Well-
guys have or haven't lit torches or lights, let me know when you do, because it is pitch black otherwise.
Doya wouldn't prefer to see when she's doing her watches, so she would have her at
And this
least
is
the
more of
lantern
a-
lit.
This is more of a, right now, hearing based.
I am growing quite weary. I would hope that we find a camp soon enough.
Sorry, I have to actually look up the first roll of exhaustion. That does.
Oh, hey.
I'm just wondering if.
I think exhaustion might, at least at some point, give you disadvantage against saving throws.
That's what I want to see if the
Saving throws, I think, is later than the exhaustion
disability on
check.
ability checks. Bo, you have to roll with a disadvantage because you have 1 point. Your perception. So just roll one more time.
Ooh, so do I then.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure not.
But I mean, you had an 8 anyway, so. Smearf is actually the only person who catches this. As you're like getting ready to kind of bed down, there's something in the woods around you. With that 23, there's a lot of things in the woods around you, and you start hearing growling, howling, and rustling.
I don't
There's-
think we're allowed.
There's something. It's like circling you.
Maybe
I
it's
think we're
more
being
stick
hunted,
people.
Val.
Well, are we fighting or running?
Running's a terrible idea.
For you, maybe. You can't see in the dark.
Pog will help me. Let's scare these things off and go sleep. I'll cast dancing lights to light up the immediate area since nobody mentioned anything about torches.
Okay.
I'm
Um,
gonna.
Release my little mechanical fireflies.
Roll your
I'm gonna-
stealth.
I'm gonna recast mage armor because it's been over 8 hours.
You see the glinting of teeth, claws, eyes, large creatures barreling around you. They seem to be staying outside and just circling you right now, but they're waiting.
They're waiting.
They seem to be waiting for now. They're just circling and just like a threat.
I'll
Do the trees seem climbable?
I didn't catch that, Smurf.
Do the trees seem climbable?
If you'd like to give it a shot, they're very thick trees and like yes, you can certainly climb one. You just have to not fuck up.
Well, we have a magic rope.
Yeah.
I'm sort of growing more uncomfortable and disgruntled, so I'm going to just shoot Eldritch Blast out towards the creatures as
Okay.
like a warning shot.
Make an attack roll.
I see no way this can go wrong.
It seems like a pretty good idea.
Yeah, not necessarily targeting, but
I found a way for it to go wrong.
Yeah.
I'll do both. I'm rolling with disadvantage, I think, because it's disadvantage when you're
on
exhausted, right? For
ability
attacks.
checks and ability checks?
No, only at 2 points of exhaustion. Or even
Oh,
3.
okay.
Yeah, 3 is when that kicks in. So the first one goes wide, and you try, and you're like, all right, and you point in a different direction. You do score a hit. It bounces off some hide or something. You're not sure what quite sure what it is that's out there. But with the particular noise, you feel it's some kind of woven creature.
I say, burn in holy fire as I shoot the Eldritch Blast, trying to scare them off.
Sure, roll your damage.
Oh, my damage. Okay.
Hit. All right. When you hear a bit of a yelp, still seem to be in the vicinity still.
Yeah.
So it's just-
If you're gonna keep blasting, I'm gonna have Al help give you advantage on your rolls.
And then I'm going to, after hearing the yelp, I'll just try to muster some energy and just say, if you're hoping for easy prey, you've chosen the wrong quarry. Attack at your own peril.
You don't get any actual response. You guys are just keep blasting?
I mean,
And for how long do you just keep blasting?
as long as it takes. Is Smurf open 3 yet?
I don't know, he hasn't rolled.
I mean, I can try. We'll see how this goes here. Was this just a strength and acrobatics?
It'd be an athletics.
Athletics. All right.
You got this.
Are they all around us, or are they
It's
concentrated
like
in
it's
one area?
all around you. They are
That was a
circling
weird
you.
ass roll on my screen.
The tree's a little high. You can't quite make it up as he's blasting.
Right. But yeah, if he's gonna keep blasting, Al's gonna be assisting
Sure.
to give him
Listen,
advantage.
how long do you go for? Remember,
I'll
every
keep-
hour.
Oh, they're not attacking, but they're surrounding us.
They are circling. They haven't attached yet.
Oh, this is frustrating.
Doya kind of looks to where.
If we keep going past like 5-10 minutes, I'm gonna like just fucking stop already. Jesus.
Yeah, no, I mean, if they're not attacking after the first blast, I'm not going to keep blasting.
Maybe we should go up into the trees for cover.
I don't think we'll be safe anywhere right now, but
It's the best chance we got for a rest. We're pretty tired. She kind of looks up over at the others. So I think we should try to get some rest, but I think the safest place would be up in the trees. I don't
gonna
think they can reach us up there.
based on what?
Doya shrugs.
I think
Do you
we
have
need
an
to-
idea?
We need to find somewhere we can rest and defend ourselves against ambush.
Doya blinks at Dolric, and then she looks up at the trees again.
Somewhere we
Amazed
We
you
can-
have stayed alive this long.
the trees There's no way the trees are going to support all of us.
They're pretty thick, pretty big trees. This is an old, horrible forest. Make the nature check.
I guess there hasn't been any like rocky outcroppings or anything, has there? I guess I wouldn't be paying
Well-
attention, so
If you'd like to do a survival to maybe find somewhere to,
put our backs against.
yeah, to find a place to
I'll look for that.
What is it, survival?
survival to find somewhere that ends up being
Well-
in the trees.
Well, if we're doing that, then let me give advantage, I guess, to Doya, I guess.
Doya's already rolled.
We're doing
You should have done that before.
survival checks. Is that what we're doing?
If I'd say at this point, unless you don't help Greenwin or something, yeah. Yeah, do it before you guys roll if you're gonna pair up. Right now, I think Smurf is the only one who hasn't. But right now, it's looking like maybe the best spot is up in the trees.
There it goes. And
Do we want to go?
Yeah.
You want to go up in the trees? Fine, we'll go up in the trees. But who's keeping first watch?
I will
Got it.
keep first watch. Oh,
That's not it. Trust me.
okay.
Do it all you want.
I'll take first watch.
I'll take second, so that we have two of our stronger members with both spread out.
I'll cast fly on Smurf so he can get up in the tree.
Doya has her rope help the others get up into the tree.
oh, that's my favorite matches.
And then I'll just use the rope.
I'll take morning watch.
Well, as you guys climb up into the trees, you feel like you find some spots where you can kind of nestle yourself into somewhat well. They haven't stopped at all, like the circling. Go ahead, make your first watch.
What is it,
Your
perception?
first perception check with straight roll because it's pitch black. Unless you have
Okay.
your light. Do you have a light on? You have
Oh,
the
she's
lights,
got
torches going.
she's got her lantern on.
Okay. Sure. With your advantage.
Advantage, okay.
Let's see what you have.
Yeah.
Well, not too much longer after you guys settle down. And with the 21, you're able to get the shift. There's something shifted and moved in their pattern. Out of nowhere. Out of the tree. It's like these things have climbed up into the trees. You get a good look with it now. And here, let's pull him out so you can get a good look. Especially with that roll. These things, two of them, climb up into the trees and go to lunge at Bo and Dolric. Fortunately, you're the ones that rolled.
All right. While I'm
As you're-
sleeping.
While you're sleeping here, I'll put this back into public.
I would argue
So
that
Doya
I
didn't have
probably
a
would've
chance
had
to
Bog
actually
next to
yell a
me.
warning at all?
With that, you're able to, because you're able to see them before they really burst through. But that was a high enough reception check. Yeah, you can give them a shout and won't be at advantage,
Yeah.
because otherwise they would have been able to attack at advantage. That one that I say, number 4 is Bo. Does a 16 hit you, Bo?
well, like I was gonna say, I would argue that I was gonna have Pog next to me. I'd take a chance to say it. But
You did
that's-
say it.
In that case, it's gonna pose disadvantage.
Okay.
So go again.
Okay. You're still startled awake as
I like to think that like it's gonna like snap down and then like an arm just appears that it bites into instead.
And then, oof, 23 on Dulrich.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Stop. Thank you.
5 damage.
5 damage. He'll be startled awake.
Yes, you both get shaken awake.
I think I would instinctually cast Hellish Rebuke
Sure.
out of like just anger, you know.
Mhm.
Raver.
I forget how that works.
Dexterity saving throw.
I rolled a 13.
DC is 14.
Ooh, guess what? You failed. And then I'm going to do another one to see for levels. You like high or low?
High.
Okay. Well, I was going to say, if it had been the right one, it's not the one you already hit. You hit fire until you breathe fire on
right.
the one that
That
it's a new creature. It came down and
Eldritch
bit
Blast
you.
that I shot.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay. So I think that was 13. Oh wait, 12, 11 points. Fire damage.
So you're all startled awake as Doi is able to do, and these two things lunge through the trees and climb up and take a bite and miss on one and get a good bite on the other. And then they retreat. And there's that kind of same circling.
Doloric is
Hang
extremely
on.
agitated.
Are they able to get past Doya?
They're gone.
Even
Yeah, we're
They've gone back. The two that jumped out at you from the trees have retreated back to the trees.
Yeah, I kind of assume we're not in like a tree house. We're each on our own individual sort of
Oh,
branches,
okay.
right?
Mm-hmm. Or yeah, it's whatever
Okay, gotcha.
that can support you.
Yeah, like you could warn us, but you wouldn't be able to like counter-strike if they're
Basically allowed them to not have advantage on their attacks. That was a good roll. They're still
Yeah.
circling though. As you guys calm down again,
next. Wait, sorry, it was 5 damage.
your rest was a little broken up there. Joy, as you guys do 4 watches, right, throughout the night, throughout your long rest, I believe.
I believe so.
Yes.
I don't remember. It's been a while.
Say, Joy, make another perception check, because it's like the next hour of your watch, and you're like, oh god, now they're out. You're really keeping an eye out for this. Is there still?
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, actually, no, I did that wrong. She was supposed to go back up. Okay. Well, same. It ended up being the same result for the most part. Joey, you're not paying attention. And 1, 2, 3, 4, Bo.
Poor Bo.
Disadvantage.
this
Or I
down.
guess it'd be just regular roll, but
All right. Joya, you're not paying attention with that 8. So it comes out as a surprise attack on you. And yeah, put this back into public. This is on Doya with advantage.
Nope, doesn't hit her.
13 isn't gonna hit you. And then on Bo with disadvantage, as Pock is alert. It doesn't need to recharge or anything. The 9. Again, these two things burst through, startle you, and wake you up. Like you aren't hit by them, but again, it's another period in your rest where you are startled awake.
So if every time we're attacked, we have to rest an extra. Essentially, it's like resetting our timer.
For those people. Yeah, like for the group and in a way for the people. Yeah, fortunately, the next set.
Does it startle us all awake again?
Um, because these ones failed their attack roll, maybe a little more clumsier, and with Pock for sure, like moving to defend. As odd as it is, probably seeing this big robot just standing in a tree, just standing on a branch, waiting.
Do
A
we?
little more alert. Sorry.
I would probably be pretty agitated, and I would suggest, like, do we push this ridiculous attempt at rest, or do we push on somewhere that we can defend ourselves better? No one has an opinion on this.
I mean, I think Smurf's still crocked out. I don't think he woke up.
Well, every time the attack comes, the person who gets attacked would probably be the one who waits the most. Your perception with a 15, you probably are aware.
Yeah. But, well, I mean, at this point, they're attacking us no matter what. So, either
This
we
is-
yell
We're
at
gonna have
them,
to at
or
least-
we leave.
We're gonna have to at least take care of them long enough to leave. Once we're on the ground, they're gonna probably attack in force if they're trying to jump up and attack people that are in the trees.
Make an insight check.
Me?
Yeah. With that, that's what you thought was how it works.
I say we take our chances on the ground where we can at least sleep comfortably. And instead of resting, we wait in ambush for their next attack.
Fine.
You guys climb down.
I mean, may as well at this point. I
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not giving us much of a
You
choice. so might as
situate
well.
yourself.
I'll make a campfire and suggest everyone get some rest around it. And I'll suggest that I guess knowing that Smurf is the most perceptive and Greywin is also fairly perceptive.
No, I'm not.
No?
I have a -1 to perception.
Ooh, who do we have one cleric and everyone else has bad wisdom, if I'm not mistaken.
Doya has +2 to her
You have
perception.
good. Okay, well I'll suggest the two of you give the signal for our ambush, but we should all attempt to get some rest, pretend to get some rest.
Yeah,
Doya
do
nods.
anything to prevent them from just darting away again, or are you just running your math as usual?
Well, we'll be ready for the attack this time.
Just
Uh-huh.
do it. Some of you who've seen it multiple times, I'd say roll a intelligence, just an intelligence check.
Does that include Bo?
I mean, I'm meditating, so I'm aware, I guess.
Yes.
Sorry, what are we?
Actually,
Checking.
I kind of did. It's kind of bad when I had a reason to have you roll, but then I immediately forgot it. It was something you guys said about
Ah, yes. This roll is roll.
why, like, about it sitting around waiting for them to attack.
Yeah, waiting for them. We're gonna
Yeah, and then
set a fake ambush,
I
like
think-
let them come in and try to ambush
Sorry,
us.
Miyake,
Anything to
you said
something
something.
to stop them.
Grease said
Don't wrinkle
they're
their
not
mouth.
gonna let us. They're not gonna let us have too much for
That
rest
was-
once we could jump down or something.
Okay. Whatever it was, I lost it. Marble, just with that check alone, I think I remember. You get the impression there's quite a lot of them out there, but only 4 of them have attacked, and they've been different ones each time.
Mhm.
But so in terms of individual damaging, you haven't particularly struck anyone that much. But as you guys bed down around your camp, some of you are staying up a little bit longer. You have Doya, who's staying up for this second watch.
I
Is
cast snare
And
at my goddamn feet.
I wasn't suggesting we actually rest. I was suggesting we
I'm
Pretend to
getting to
rest,
that.
right?
I'm getting to that next bit. Who is staying up to watch? This is going to be in your second watch, technically. Your second.
Agree will stay up for the second one. That's what she was going
'cause
to
I
do in the
think-
beginning.
Yeah, I think some of you decided about who was going to pretend, though. I just wasn't sure.
I suggested our most perceptive people.
Yeah, Doya's
Smurf
gonna
and
pretend to
Doya.
rest.
Doya
Okay,
and
so-
Smurf.
Grewin, you were staying up.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone make deception checks, except for Grewin, who is staying alert. You make a perception check, and then I get to roll
Oh.
blank insight.
0.
You know, honestly, I'm not even gonna do that because I'm gonna say Bo's probably honestly just gonna try to go back to sleep.
Doing the cartoon snore, like pretending to snore.
You know, Bo's actually gonna just fucking try to go back to sleep. He doesn't care anymore at this point. He's got Puck, everyone else is good. He's got a snare at his feet. It's
Smear,
bedtime.
were you staying awake or were you going to pretend to sleep? Or were you going to sleep?
Smurf would probably just sleep and trust his passive perception.
Okay. So. Which does change things, I think. Okay. And what was your perception? Where did you roll it? Yeah. Oof. Okay.
Yeah, the Grease staying up was a mistake.
Okay. So as you guys are down there, okay, you're rolling into what feels like forever. 2 more burst. This almost. Well, we'll get there in a sec. Grewin, you're going to get hit with advantage. It was going to target you. And you rolled your 0. Dolric, you get to
That
have
was
it
a
roll.
deception check. Oh, I
You
see.
passed. You get to have him roll with disadvantage. As it believed you were asleep.
Okay. Wait.
But you were awake and aware.
So I'm sorry. I get to roll with advantage for.
No, it rolls a disadvantage to attack you, because I had already predetermined which guys these are going to attack.
I see.
So the first one, with advantage on Grewin, and link me snare. Can you find that spell? You said you were you actually going to cast that spell?
Yeah.
Already cast it.
Okay, I need to
So we have two snares.
No?
just the one, a 5-foot radius on the ground. Okay,
Yeah,
so that was just around you. Well, it
basically.
didn't.
Basically,
That's
I
fine.
wasn't.
Unfortunately, it hadn't attempted to attack you. Fuck.
But
These
fine,
guys
it's
are
still
rolling
there.
shit like often. The 12, does it hit you, Grewin?
Nope, I am 13 armor class.
Ooh. So this thing bursts out, and it like gets a good. You're able to kind of just push it off with your spear. It came out of nowhere, but it's like narrowly avoided getting hit by this thing as it dashes back into the woods, and then disadvantage against. Yeah, I rolled a 4, 4, 5, 5, 1, and a 2. Even fuck. Even with disadvantage,
Hey,
that's a
Grewin,
19.
don't you have Sentinel?
Yeah, that hits.
No, I didn't take Sentinel
Oh,
because
you didn't take it?
Julie took it.
I took it,
said
yeah.
It would be
Oh,
kind
Julie
of silly
took
for
it,
both of
sorry.
us to have it.
Well, you were ready for it. You're like, aha! And then it's like, aha! And it bites down. You take 5 damage. And then they kind of run off into the
Attempt
wood.
to grapple it before. it
You
gets
can,
away.
if you'd like.
I'm super strong, so.
You were more or less ready. You were kind of ready for it. I'd say normal.
What do you want me to roll?
It's athletics to grapple.
Athletics. Okay.
And I get to choose what I want to get out.
Well, it's still losable on its part. It can fail.
It did. You, as this thing came down and bites you, you just grab it and hold on to it. You have this, as you now really get to see it, basically a werewolf, just grappled for the
Just
moment
like
as
imagine
the
it's
other
like
one ran off.
his mouth is like clamped on my
Um,
shoulder, and I'm just like
yeah.
hugging it in place.
That's interesting.
Kill it!
Have the neck
Kill it!
fucking.
Doya wants to
neck
attack
hold.
it.
Yeah, I mean the rest of us were all like lying in wait, so we.
Yeah.
Do we get to do something?
Those who didn't decide they were going to fall asleep, like
So
Bo,
everyone
like
but
you're asleep. I'd
Oh,
say
and
you.
Smurf.
Hey, Doya.
Everyone else gets to jump it. Bo, you'd have to wait around if you were going to.
Because they're called
no.
Smurf also slips, so.
Okay.
Yeah, Smurf.
I'm
So-
going to let Doya hit it first.
Also, Doya, tell Pock to hit it.
Let's quickly fucking throw into a.
You said that like
initiative
you
order.
would think of that.
I hope so. Specifically told her that
Ooh,
she
shit.
could control it.
Is that an initiative roll?
Ew.
Yeah. Let's just, it's that you're kind of entering some kind of combat for the few of you that are awake.
But do they get a round before it goes? Because something.
Well, this was the
Well,
point.
that would be his round, right?
It's
right.
round.
Can
guys
you
are up and
roll
awake.
for me again? Because it doesn't let me do advantage for
Advantage.
my initiative. It won't let me do it again.
I feel like that's got to be something somewhere to allow that to happen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Gotta figure it out later. So you're at 5. 15 is
Do I
much
still
better.
have access? Oh, I still do
Eh.
have access.
All right. Well, unfortunately, it rolled very well on its round. The fact that you caught it allowed you to have a round and you were awake. Well, what was the insight? Because Dorrit was the only one who actually passed the insight check. Everyone else
Deception.
failed. Yeah, everyone else failed. It knew everyone else was awake, but I had rolled it to attack Dorrit anyway, so. That, I guess, would come into play here where it's not surprised that you guys are jumping up to stab it. It has to make an action to try and get away or it can attack you.
True. Yep.
It's going to try and break free.
Is that a contested roll again? I forget how it goes after, or does it just have to beat my last roll?
You would have to roll athletics again, or
Yeah, it can roll athletics or acrobatics to break free,
there, where's grapple?
And you have to roll athletics.
and I have to roll athletics. Yeah. Come on, not shit.
Oh
Not
no.
shit.
All right, it's able to break free and snarls at you, and this is why I wanted to roll initiative in case it get a chance. It runs
I
off and
feel like that would have been its attack, the first thing in the initiative.
its attack was basically a surprise. You didn't know when it was going to happen, but you were waiting. It failed. That's why it was at disadvantage because Dorrit was ready for it. It didn't have it, but unfortunately rolled high enough. And Dreven fucking rolled a natural 0.
Yeah.
You were all close, and I would say somewhat close enough to it. You all get to make an attack of opportunity.
Doya's
I
gonna
would say
take it.
Yeah. This. Hit.
Jeez.
Is Pock close enough to make an attack of opportunity?
Sure. Like you're all kind of clustered. It's kind of wiggly wobbly.
I can do a second attack with my abilities,
Well,
right?
it's only one.
Okay.
It's a reaction.
Attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Using the attack action is 2 attacks.
Okay. We got to back up at the top here.
Oh god, I'm just gonna be covered in ichor.
It's funny. I get back up here. See what we got. We got 20. All right, so 9. A lot of damage. When you have their crit in there, you do.
Yeah.
Do you have brutal critical yet?
Nope.
Don't
Alright.
think so.
That's better the
down
other day.
here. 19 will hit, and 13 hits.
Oh, really?
So Bo or Pock and Marble can attack as well. Nice.
Because it still won't fucking let me roll for this shit.
It said you did it from Doom.
I noticed that. It's weird.
You have to click on your name to change it. In the bottom left.
Oh, look at that.
Is it still standing?
Give me a second. I'm trying to find Pock.
Oh, would I get an opportunity?
Well, here, let me get this in there. Apply damage. I'm just trying to see if I can make it. Alright, that's the attack, and then dice roll evaluation failed. The dice formula is DA plus. Oh, because we never changed the. You have to edit it to make it, instead of BPB, be your proficiency bonus, which right now is 3.
I'll take it.
So let's try again. No, I saved it.
Oh.
Okay. So what's Warhammer? You managed to kill it.
Nice.
It was at low HP. That one, last one was just enough. So I fight with this.
All right.
Oh, the damage is in there. There. If it should be enough.
So yeah, you should be able to roll with initiative with advantage now.
Nice. Thank you.
You've all seen Dora be a dick.
There you go. Pot saved.
But you probably haven't seen him be visibly angry. He seems very frustrated, and he's going to attempt to remove the creature's head from its body with his knife. In order to put it on a.
Marble is 100% okay with this.
What about this? Huh?
Like, I'm going to try to basically mount its head on a spike around our camp as a warning to, like, for the others to stay
Roll
away.
an intimidation check.
I'll help him do it.
Sure.
You can help me carve the head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doya looks on with obvious discomfort as they do this to this wolf.
I'm just picturing
14?
fucking Marble as like the hype man, just pointing. It's like, ooh, you want some? Just in the
So-
background.
Is this how,
Flashing gang signs in the darkness.
is this the Vulcan marble bomb?
It feels like
Yeah.
it should.
It feels like it.
I mean,
Oh,
if you'll
no.
recall, he also likes he likes Char a lot better when she's in winter or summer. Sorry.
Because then she's a dick.
And you see like a vein pulsing on the side of his head, just like you don't know if it's from frustration or migraine, but he's like agitated, like don't even talk to me right now kind of mood.
Well, head sits a little not perfect on there, but as the third hour comes to a close, and after the attack it seems like the forest is, for the most part, quiet.
Well, good for them. Now I've done my 4 hours, so I'm good.
Actually, this is generally into the third hour. So,
Oh.
well, you're
No,
rolling into
we've done 3 hours already, right?
this. Yeah, 3 hours have passed. I rolled a d4 to determine how many rounds how many hours they were going to attack you for. It was going to be 3. This was a very what's the word? Just well-written way of ending that. The rest of the night, well, however long you want to stay asleep for, at least.
Oh, I need a long rest at this point, so I guess
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 hours at least.
Well,
I'm
I'd say
almost done with mine,
because
so I'm gonna follow it, finish it, and then stay up for the rest.
okay. So in order to get a full night's rest, you guys basically are going to have to continue sleeping until the sun rises. Hours 12.
Oh God, we're here
I'm okay with
forever. The
that.
sun will never rise.
Well, it gets less dark.
Ah, like in winter.
So we're counting this as a long rest?
This point, you're able to kind of get along. Well, yeah, you push this thing for. You're able to get a long rest in the period
Okay.
you have. It was delayed a bit. Kind of
That cures the
wonder if I
exhaustion,
have to
right?
have another night event.
Where
Yes.
is long rest button?
You guys out actually pretty lucky with that first day of rolls. Well, an hour after the long rest can end an hour after sunrise. Takes you a bit to break down camp. Get ready to get going.
If it's okay with you, Doloric will awaken a little. It seems like his fever probably broke and his migraine seems gone, and he seems rested, but he seems confused and a little frightened as he comes to and he looks around and he speaks and says, Who are all ye people?
Oh shit!
Oh, some
What
big
the fuck?
Where
Well, you
Where are we?
see, you sound a lot less pretentious now.
Did he see his
Approve it.
head?
God, I
were,
wish.
were you injured by the?
I'm not gonna do a dwarven accent because I'm not super good with it, but I won't do the pretentious. He'll look around and says, "Yeah, you all seem very familiar, but I don't know your names."
Hey, can you see Kevin?
I don't think you ever learned it, so whatever the fuck.
Kevin. No, I don't know any Kevin.
I don't know if this is for the best or not.
Doya kind of looks concerned.
Yeah.
Well, good.
Anyone else feeling weird?
No,
Yeah. No.
not
Feel
great.
feel normal.
I mean,
Just
my
Doya,
shoulder hurts, but that might be because of the root that was digging into it all night.
Doya pats her head and then she pats her shell and she kind of looks around for a second and she looks at the others after a moment. I feel like a Doya.
Yeah, sure, do it.
Can I take the canine teeth out of the werewolf skull? Take them with me.
I was muted. Sorry. As you go up to the werewolf skull, it's not a wolf, a wolf of the head of a wolf anymore. It's actually the head of a man, rough beard and shaggy blonde hair, but
By the
Well,
Okay.
that's creepy.
by the sage's beard, which one of you did that?
That would definitely be
That-
you.
That was you actually.
I am.
I mean,
actually
I
still
helped.
gonna- I'm still gonna take it. The two top incisors though. It's still
To be
werewolf
fair,
teeth.
it looked like a wolf last night.
and the body is that of a guy, just a dude in like cloth. He's like nothing on him other than just ragged
Is he?
leathers.
What's the date? Where Where are we?
Oh boy.
It's 5:22:21.
It's actually just after 7 o'clock.
Well, we're in a forest that's probably taken over by evil hags. I
Or
never
witches.
remember. I never bothered with the date.
Did-
Uh,
Did you all save me from the excavation site?
Yeah, sure. Whatever helps. We should really get moving, Dolrig. This isn't a time for games.
What's the last thing you remember?
Dolric. What? It's a odd name. I remember chartering a bunch of miners and explorers to help me excavate a mine that I discovered, or a dig site I discovered. Something went wrong, and I remember seeing an eye, and then I
It's probably
blacked
Kevin.
out.
Huh.
Does Doric have amnesia?
Is that name again? Why Dulric?
That's what you've been telling us to call you. Anyway.
That's what you said your name was.
What? Did I give you a last name?
Dolrig.
what is your name? I'm gonna go with that.
Deep Delver.
Dulric Deep Delver. I told you my name was Dulric Deep Delver.
Yeah.
That is a hero from a children's book when I was a child.
It took me a hot second. I'm like, shit, what the fuck
Oh,
was his last
boy.
name? I know he told me his last name. I was like, is it Deep Diver? No, that was the joke.
My name is Arvin Underfury. I'm a mason by trade.
You're a mason? You told us
Well-
you were a priest.
Priest.
I mean, obviously, he never was a priest.
I mean, obviously he was a really shitty priest, but like,
I'm a,
I'm pretty sure they hang him at some places for pretending to be that.
I'm a worshipper of the sage, but by no means any priest.
Well, you should tell us all about this age and your life story while we continue to walk in a general Decimate direction.
This is a lot more interesting whatever was going on with your fucking statue.
Interesting? Maybe, not as time sensitive.
If you are,
Sure, but no one's trying to kill me at the moment, so I'm appreciating that.
no, I don't wish to delay your quest. If it's all the same, I will continue to travel with you, as I don't know where the places I am.
No,
You-
of course, because that would be silly, apparently, if you really don't
Oh
remember
fuck, is he
anything.
gonna be useless in the— well, never mind, who's useless already?
That is definitely
She's
why
not going to say anything, but Greenwood is silently going to agree.
that's why I chartered my team of men. There's no other dwarves with me.
It's best that you stick around with us. It's probably not a good idea to be alone in this forest.
Well, this first, well, for one, it's filled with men who turn into women.
Well,
Actually,
Alright.
Bo would actually like kind of yell into the woods for Kevin to see if Kevin would respond.
There's. You
You
yell
guys-
into the woods.
yeah, Kevin hasn't been around since I traded him to that guy on the ship to get the
I
basilisk.
figured you would.
Another
Oh,
guy's gonna approach us at some point saying
Been
he's
about
Doric.
8. It's been about 8 days.
The longer I stayed away from Kevin, the worse the migraines got.
Oh, okay.
Well, this is going to be funny if we get Kevin back.
Sorry, lead the way. I'll
Oh.
follow. This is a very nice sweater, though.
don't worry, Doric. We'll watch after you.
Oh, word of advice. Don't
Yeah,
call
we'll
him.
keep an eye on you.
Word of advice. Don't call him young man. Points at Marble. Doesn't end well. You should ask him what happened to you the last time you did that.
But yeah,
It's breathing into the microphone.
he's an elf. It's anyone's guess how old he is, I suppose.
Sorry.
And it's, you guys can call me Underfury if you prefer, or Arvin.
Can I call you
Dulric.
Pete?
Dulric
Look like
seems
a
a
Pete.
little ridiculous, but
I like Pete.
All right, Arvin, gather up your stuff.
all right. I've got my. Where is all my? Oh, I still have my Mason's gear. What are these? And he pulls out these pages that you've seen him read before. What are
Oh.
these strange scribblings?
You've been rather obsessed over those. Maybe you should let us read those. You've kind of been letting it just do whatever you want with them, but I don't know.
I
Maybe
can't-
there's a hint to your condition.
Can't read any of this. This
Ooh.
is in a language I don't understand.
Yeah, let's. I tell you what, Marvel is really good with these things. Just let Marvel hold on to them.
I'll show the group.
Yeah, I'll hold on to these.
Graywin
So-
would be able
So
to
I can
read
sell
them.
them back
I
to
was gonna
Dulric when he
say-
comes back.
I was gonna say, Greenwood would recognize if the ones I'm
Immediately.
thinking of that
You
they're
would
draconic, and
immediately
she would know
recognize
immediately what they are.
as Draconic script.
And so then she'll say, "Oh, that's draconic. I can read it."
As I find ones.
Oh shit,
in...
Bo can read it.
What does it read? What does it say?
They're
If you get
they're in the
her,
journal.
I was
PDF
gonna say, if you
section.
let her have any view of any close look at these pages, she's not gonna give them up.
Yeah, cool. Here, whatever.
Oh, I have some notes written down here about them, and he like turns to the page of the notes, but it's like, it's not language. It's just like Eldridge insanity scribbles.
Ugh.
Don't hurt my head.
Oh, here.
I'm really beginning to worry about your alter ego.
Miyake, you can now see the journal pages that Brumar can also see in the lower tab.
Yeah, cool. Maybe you should hold on to this green one. At least
Yeah.
Pete revert back to his old unfortunate self.
Well, he won't get them back at that point either.
I don't
don't.
even
How did
remember which
he?
ones they are.
I'm
how did
gonna
he
have
get-
words for. Well, she
Well,
was saying it in character. I'm gonna have
Mhm.
words for your alter ego when
Well, hopefully
Yeah.
not.
these are
My
part
al-
of the book I've been looking for.
Well, no offense.
Well,
I hope we don't have word with his alter ego. I prefer
I-
Pete already.
I think. All right, I've got a lot to think about. You do seem all very familiar, but I can't
Well,
help
yeah.
but feeling I've done wrong by you in some way.
Oh, I'm sure it's nothing.
We'll
As a character,
figure
I
that
know
out.
it was something.
Don't you worry.
Who's this Kevin you keep mentioning, though?
Don't worry about it.
That name rings familiar for some reason.
Don't worry about it. It's best just forget about Kevin.
The same feeling you got when you saw the eye, and you kind of remember like it was like one eye and then multiple eyes. It's like it's an odd feeling. The more you say Kevin, the more you get like it's that same similar feeling.
Oh
Just
shit! Stop saying
off.
it. It's like Beetlejuice.
the more he says.
Mm-hmm. And then I probably might accidentally fully pronounce his full name, which was like Kevin was sort of accidentally in the middle of a
Larger,
like
yeah, I
a
remember.
14-syllable name. Yes, I think maybe it is best I forget him. Let's continue on with your journey as I collect my thoughts.
Cool. See if you can still use magic.
Mhm. What do you mean, magic?
You know your. What was it you called when you did your finger guns? Eldritch Blast.
Whenever he shot out of the tentacle eye.
I never called it Eldritch
No,
Blast.
he
in
calls it
character.
Holy Fire.
Oh, your Holy Fire.
Well, no, as I said, I'm a follower of the sage. I'm interested in the history of the sage, which is
I'm going to jack his cane while he's doing this. His
eye
staff.
stock.
Yeah, eye stock.
Make a
It's
sleight of
wrong.
hand.
And this is when the entire party stole from Brew. We
That's
we
Nice.
mugged
good.
this man of his
Um,
papers. We're
My
taking his
passive
walking
perception, I
stick.
wouldn't. Oh, that's 24. Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't physically roll higher than that. So
Smurf wants to see if he can, like, at least assist him in some way.
Marble is a pickpocket. Like,
This is kind of what he does.
I mean, I've got this.
I don't even
Me.
want it. It's kind of gross, but like, I just don't want him to have it right now.
I hold up the warhammer. You know my kind. I'm familiar with this at the very least.
Hey, what was the last year you remember, by the way?
I think it would be the same year we're currently in, but it would have been months ago.
Months, yeah. It
Okay.
would have been a couple months. Or what did we determine?
Year of the Dancing
Or
Dragon.
at least a year just about a year before.
And the last
It's-
continent I was on was in the north. I
It
believe.
would have been in the north. Yep.
Year of the Fruit Bat.
So you've done some
And you-
traveling.
These
And are you-
pages. Sorry.
I was about to ask if you were able to wring magic of the sage then.
No, I don't recall ever having magic. Which is why I hired so many helpful people to help me at the excavation site.
Oh, well, you'll figure it out. All right, let's go. I'll be right back. I gotta take a piss.
Alright.
You don't
Alright,
want to be
so
the one that rolls.
my AC is 12 until further notice.
I have no idea how you're handling that.
Poor guy needs a muffin. Come on.
We gave you options, but I don't know.
You gave me options. Well, I guess
We'll see.
we'll see.
All right. As you guys kind of pack up your gear, it's, a little bit after, a couple hours after sunrise, which typically in this area in time is like 6 in the morning, or like between 6 and 7. You guys head out. I need someone to roll.
I think
D20.
Smurf is the last one who hasn't done it.
I think Alan should do it. Not Alan. I forgot the name already.
My name?
Arvin?
Arvin Underfury. Yeah.
You changed your. Now here.
No, I just put it in my biography, so I remember my name.
Here. Arvid now.
And I'm back.
3.
Yeah.
This is gonna be great.
You guys keep rolling one side of this. All right. Someone roll me another d20.
I think it's only right that Pete roll it. It's Pete's first roll of the campaign.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, it is.
This is going to set how the campaign will go for the rest
Whoa!
of the time.
A 1.
We're off to a
Good
start,
job.
guys.
All right. You guys get started and get going, and you guys immediately
Find the
get
rest of the
into
werewolves.
no the mud and is the whole path in front of you. It's just really hard and thick to move through. It takes you a lot longer than you would have expected to get out of this particular area.
Good thing we didn't keep going last night.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is absolutely disgusting.
This is some good mud. We used to could make some good pottery out of something like this.
Yeah, it takes you the better part of the morning to get out. This has added probably 4 hours to your trip. Fader. Need someone to roll another one as you guys hit midday. Another d20.
I don't
really
trust.
get into that without an artist then.
Let's
3. Again, we're back into the terrains. All right.
fucking go.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Yes, always a good sign.
Manic laughter from the DM. Yes.
Yes.
One side to the other. The path in front of you clears up and you gain 4 fucking hours. You lost 3 and you gained 4.
What? freshly poured asphalt and 6 sets of rollerblades? What?
One of them looks like it could fit the front of a turtle. And a dragon board. And a hoof.
Yeah, so it basically went right back to where it was.
Alright, so we had average progress this morning.
Fucking a six
Let's see how long
person
that
goddamn
kinda-
like tandem bicycle.
Yeah, that's funny. So that the next 4 hours go pretty well. You're like, yes, we're basically running. I just get you to the middle of the afternoon where I need someone else to roll another one.
Oh,
Can
hang
I-
on, I forgot.
Back
Can I
and
take it?
forth, back and forth.
I forgot to do my long rest earlier.
Yeah, everyone made sure you got your clit there.
Yeah, I was going to do it,
Again,
and then I just reset
There's
it.
like a whole other. Thank you. Roll another one for me.
I'll do that one.
Hey.
16. Let's see.
Close enough.
All right. Well, actually, let me go back. I gotta mark off.
You guys are making me laugh too hard. I'm starting
And
to cry.
now.
Did someone say
16?
bees?
No, you rolled too high for that. Okay. And
You
then,
can whisper in this, can't you?
Yes.
I forget how.
/W, I
Or
think.
/WGM.
I don't
Is it
think
space
so.
GM? W space GM?
Space.
And then space message?
You guys.
But that didn't work.
Then you fucked up.
No, I mean,
Broke it.
I can see yours.
Well, yeah, I put a space. Put a space so you can fucking see it. So you can see what to do.
Oh,
Alright.
before the... You put a space before this
You know,
slash, gotcha.
you guys have been going pretty day. You lost some time. You gained some time. It's getting a little darker. You kind of got an idea of when night falls. Now you've already been through it once. As you're kind of reaching what's looking like the close end of the day, you come across a fairly decent cave. Actually, as you're walking off to the side. But yes, it might make actually some nice well, at first glance, might make a nice. Oh, give me a sec on that one. Place
no
to
problem.
rest for the night. Yes. Make a perception. Well, yeah, as you're walking up, just a little around perception check.
Alright.
Everyone or just one person?
Whoever wants to.
I'm gonna send the bird in to do it.
Are you going in the cave? I would
Sending
just
the
mess
bird in the
around. for
cave.
Sure.
Sending the bird in the cave.
It's so weird that that level of travel would have winded me in my past. That was a long journey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
well,
got-
you've been doing
well-
it for a while.
Naturally, I'm sorry. I need to retroact that one. I can do this beforehand, but if you guys left at 8 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock you guys should have started making some Constitution saving throws to go into a forced march.
Hmm.
So, this might still be a thing, but 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you figure you've been walking for a while. You feel like you should take a rest, or you can keep moving on and potentially get this. But this would have been before midday. It's up to you.
So you're saying the thing that we just
If
rolled
you-
for is later in the day?
Well, I roll for when it actually happens in that period, in the next period of time. And yes, so just before this roll could have happened, the way I have my thing chart up, you would have hit your potential Constitution saving throws.
And that would have been what, mid-afternoon?
Mid-afternoon, yeah.
Okay.
If you want to send the owl up again to see what time you figured it is, you can
Yeah, sure.
certainly do that.
Yeah, sure.
I'll keep that 19 just because. Well, I mean, it would be more of a nature check or a survival check. But first, as you weave the owl up, I rolled a fucking 5. So the trees don't hit it again. Unless, what's its
I mean-
AC?
It shouldn't matter.
What's the AC of the owl?
Hold on. What is this? 11.
Yeah, okay. So, again, it seems like stuff in the trees or like an animal with them tries to like get to the owl. A vicious swirl, but the owl manages to get past, and you get up into the tree. If you want to determine the time, you can try that with a nature check. Or what did we say? So, well,
Woo!
natural 20. You know, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon right now. Didn't matter which one. So you have a couple
Cool.
more
While
hours
it's-
before
while
night.
it's up there, does it see any sort of clearings that may or may not look like a grove?
Nope.
Okay. I yeet it back through my pocket dimension.
So, you know, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You guys want to keep...
You guys want to push for a little bit or take a little break?
We can look for a site, I guess. But we're all feeling pretty tired, so
It was a rough night.
A little break it
Kinda was.
is.
Well, I don't have an opinion one way or the other. Leave the
That's
decisions
goddamn
to the
first.
experts.
Know what a good place to sit in? That cave right there.
Can I keep
Nice.
my perception roll from it?
I used... Yeah.
no double dipping.
I
No,
used
bullshit.
it...
The perception roll is for the cave.
Yeah, it was initially
Yeah,
for
but you
cave.
still used it.
Well,
What?
use the nature check to see up to the sky, or to see the sun.
Oh, caves.
That's... Oh yeah, I should always see this one. Activate!
Does it seem like a natural cave or a
Yeah,
carved
it's a
cave?
natural cave. What were your other perception checks? 16 would be
Look
enough,
at that. Pock
and
has
17 would be enough.
Pock has the right photo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking should have been able to fight the damn thing. Well, you see a few little spiders around, some webs off to the one side, off down here. Got your owl?
Yeah.
You see the
I
door,
guess-
Akon?
So where? Oh, is that the cave?
Yeah.
It's the cave. Yeah, I'm gonna send the owl down in there. Well, I was gonna send the owl down in there.
Oh,
You need to open the door.
that's cool.
Ooh.
A little further.
Is that as far as in as the cave goes?
It's just funky. There you go.
Ah,
I'll have to fits it now. You see a few more spiders, but right now it seems fairly clear. Like they're just little things, you know. What size is this? Tiny, yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna kind of. Okay.
Mate, if no, well,
Okay.
you saw it. Yeah.
Well,
make
I
a
did see it.
with the 19, because it's just sitting there
Okay.
nesting up. Well,
I'm gonna check out the rest of it real quick. Okay.
hold on.
Okay.
'Cause now, with a perception check, you would have been able to see that in front of you
Hold
are
on.
some large portions of webs, and
Going
then
down.
through that you were able to see that creature.
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna come back out after, Poe's like, yeah, probably not.
What?
Big spiders. We should sleep out here, or rest out here.
What? So they can come out?
They're spiders. They're not gonna come out.
You say that as you come out, the owl
But
flies out. And you're talking.
as I'm trying to get it to come out.
Yeah, I'll just delete it and move it and put it back on. I'll have to fix that later.
Yeah.
You can make walls that let you pass through, but not the
I did-
light.
I did read.
Some of
quite a
you
bit.
are able to see this spider hanging in the tree
Oh, good.
just to the south there.
Oh, just a small one.
Hey guys, look,
And
that
it's
doesn't
staring.
look small.
Right at you.
That is
Another
not a small spider.
No, that is not.
Spiders can get that big?
Oh yeah.
And then
open
he
the forest.
immediately remembers he's supposed to know everything and he can't even say that.
Goddamn right, spiders get that big. I knew all along.
I mean, of course spiders can get this big.
We might be able. No, I'm out of my element here. I don't really know what to do.
Just stay
I'll
behind
just ready
us.
my hammer.
Kind of inches, and it's moving in the tree. Like I said, it's staring right at you.
I can't believe I've been walking around with just this.
Does it look aggressive?
Make an insight check.
Yes.
It's actually fairly high up in the tree too. You're not sure it's a spider.
Yeah.
It does seem to be almost backing up, like up along the tree. It's this kind of Bo. You're watching that. The thing is about to attack you.
Yeah.
The way it's kind of moving backwards in such a way is going
You guys
to
ever see a jumping
be
spider?
addressable.
It's like that. It's common.
Doya braces herself and she just gets ready for an attack.
It's kind of yeah. Bo pulls out his axe. All right, here we go again.
All right.
Can you move my owl back outside the thing?
Can you just delete it and then bring it back out?
I've not ever been able to delete any of my shit.
Yeah, we can't delete tokens.
I can just drop a new owl, but
Oh, because you didn't open the door on that side, or is it locked?
I saw the icon of it open before, but now it's closed again.
it's all good.
There we go.
I figured it should probably be up there.
Oh, I see. I know what I did. I put walls around that part so you can't see through it. And I put doors on either side.
Oh, but there's still a wall between them.
Yeah, I put, because it's a thicker kind of cave section on the map, so I just put it a wall so you can actually move through. That was, I think, before I realized it stopped things. Well, as it rears up, it just seems to be the one outside.
It just seems to be the one outside. Alright, roll
Are we
initiative, I
rolling
guess.
initiative? Is that what we're doing?
Sure looks like
Yeah,
it.
that's what
It
it
looks
sounds
like it's about to attack you.
Hey, 2 dice.
Yay!
Ooh. Nice.
I rolled a 2.
All right. Well, let's begin with Doya.
Plus 1. Can you add my owl at 19?
Is it on the field? There it is. Here, just remember total combat state. When you
Yeah,
select
you
it,
can do
click
that.
on it, you can put it on the board. It's the bottom right
Bottom right.
icon. It'll put it on the thing.
Doya's gonna step forward to about here, and she's gonna fire her boomerangs at it since it's still in the trees.
Okay.
No, I can't change its number though.
Does a 14 hit it?
Just.
So damage?
And that's the damage to the weapon because you're also using its or you're just
Throwing
the
it like a boomerang.
the thrown version of the weapon has the special effect on it. So don't forget to seem to have gone away. The 3d4 lightning.
I see a saving throw thing for it.
Yes.
Do I click it?
Well, that's me. I have to make that, but there should
Yes.
have been 3d4 lightning, but it must have gone away after you.
Does it have an extra damage entry?
Yeah, the way I did it, it seems to have vanished after she rolled the regular damage.
Mm.
It might have already baked in. Don't worry.
We'll figure it out.
I'll look at the target. I might have baked in the initial damage into the set special version. Because if you're using the thing, you're using a charge, and it's the ranged attack. So you got your d6 there.
Yeah,
Roll
the other
3d4.
formula is both.
It has
But that
the
one
d6.
says 1d4 plus 3d4.
Oh, I'll have to change it to a 1d8 plus 3d4. It might have been because the old hammer, I think. So you got your sits on it, but then roll some lightning damage. Nice. And now I have to make the Constitution saving throw to not be stunned. Eve passes with flying colors. And that was the action to do that. You don't have much in terms of another weapon to use at range. Well,
Am I able to do a bow and arrow strike?
would have been a little closer for that actually, because he was a little further up the tree than just within 15.
You can squash the spider that's right next to you.
With the heft of the weapon. At which point we bludgeoning.
Well, you can switch one weapon as a free action, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so there's a spider thing next to her. Am I able to do a regular boomerang attacks with it?
Well, it's spun back into you. The way the weapon works is you have the blade in your hand now as a bonus action. You can snip it back together, and then attack with the axe.
Sure, I'll do that.
Sure. And yeah, there's the spider in front of you. Other formula, I think, is the version you want to click when you actually want to use the
ranged.
thrown weapon.
I take it a 10 does
No.
not hit the spider.
No, it steers just to the side and you miss.
Okay.
And
And Doya braces herself with her shield.
it's the spider's turn.
My owl vision rolled a 19.
The owl's gonna go help. Who?
Eventually. He's
Yeah,
basically
who's
just
it gonna go help?
he is gonna go give a help on the big guy and then fly away.
Okay, so then it's person to attack that. Sure, but right now you're getting attacked by spiders. What's their movement? And this one will stay there. All right, on Doya. This weird little guy going to try and attack you. Then, miss.
And Doya, yes.
Yeah.
That's a miss.
Up here we got
Anyway.
2 going after Grewin.
Who says the spiders get to go after Greywin?
The spiders.
Does a 21 hit you?
Yeah.
Which one?
Grewin is going after this one. 2 damage, but you have to make the Constitution saving throw. You can just click yourself.
Which spider?
The spider up here.
Okay, never mind.
It's 1 damage plus the constitution.
Well, 1 plus D4 if it failed.
Right.
Okay. So make the Constitution saving throw.
I like this husk here, like it was a
Alright, so
shed.
it was just the 1 damage.
Where?
On the
Can I
map,
just
there's a
do that?
spider husk,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
like it was the shed.
And I
That's
just
cool.
do that manually, right? There's nothing I can click
No,
on.
you
to
can
automatically
click
do
on
it?
yourself and then press saving throw on the text, and it will do your saving throw for against it.
It did do that.
Well,
yeah, I
she
meant for
clicked
the
it individually.
damage.
Oh, for the damage, you only have. You can right click to apply yourself.
You can right click on where the damage is to do apply damage, and that will do it. But that's the full damage, and you
Mhm.
avoided the D4. So if it's just 1, you probably should do it manually.
I
It's
just
a
did
little
apply
silly the
half
way.
damage
There's
because
a half
then
damage.
the
That
next
works
will do
too?
one.
Yeah, that will still work
That's a little silly.
this time.
Well, that
Anywho.
works good because raging or evasion would also be half damage, so it's
And the one south of Miyako also trying to attack. These little spiders.
Little Peters.
And then one on.
Me?
Yeah. You 2 speeders.
Yeah, that will.
Disadvantage.
Okay. Tell me that before I roll, because then I get to change it. Because now I have to press the button again.
yeah.
It's a reaction. I impose it.
I
Like,
know, but as I say, I'm going to attack Marble, be a disadvantage, because now I can change what button I click, instead of
Yeah.
having to click the button and go through the process again. There's a the way you have it, when you go to attack something, you can choose disadvantage. This is getting frustrating, because 3 of you can do it.
Mm.
13.
That will not hit.
Cool. Botch comes in and stops the blow. Smurf, there's a bunch of little spiders around you.
Smear's gonna. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm gonna wait until after at least Bo goes.
Okay. It's the spider.
Giant flying
Bring it.
spider. Great.
I'm ready for it.
Flying
Bring it.
spider, nightmare fuel. If spiders could fly, they would be the
Oh no!
they'd be the alpha predator.
It flies over here,
Oh god.
jumps out of the tree, I rolled a 1, and flies and lands.
Oh boy.
Yes.
I don't know what I did
As
there.
it's flying, it's going to use its web on the turtle. It uses its web and flies over to
Oh,
this
shit.
particular area. So, to
Nice.
attack you, I have to. I miss.
Missed.
With every fucking creature I have. And then it lands here. It doesn't have a multi-attack, so it's there now. That means it's Greenwind's turn.
Eh?
I mean, these are all. I would just like to hit you once, like
You did.
be
you
in
hit
the
us a
same
lot at the
ballpark.
very
Well,
beginning.
no, those are poison attacks that you guys fucked up on your turn.
Oh, ambushing us while
At-
we sleep wasn't good enough for
Yeah,
you?
that was fun.
I think,
Depending on what you roll.
and I think I'm gonna do a spear attack. Not the lance that I have to be 5 feet away, but just the spear.
Cool.
On the spider that hit me, because I know 2 tried, but 1 missed.
The one above you hit you.
Oh, and actually, before I do that, I'm going to rage because I'm going to be very sad if I don't do that.
Yeah.
You miss. You stab another round.
Don't you have
miss.
reckless attack?
I
Did you
do.
call that before, and it's
I
for the
did,
full
yeah.
attack action. Did you call reckless or did I do rage?
Go.
No,
No,
I
she-
did the rage.
She only called rage, but I'm reminding her that she can reckless.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah, and that was something I missed. But I do have a second attack, I think.
You do. Stab that round. Maybe get a spider.
Maybe can you reckless this one?
No, it has at
No,
the
you have
beginning of
to
the
be
attack.
done.
It
action.
has to be
Yeah.
the first one.
13
probably
does
has-
hit.
Hey!
Don't worry about damage. It's not 1 HP.
But barbarian damage is the fun part.
I was
Well,
gonna
you
say,
want-
I almost want to roll it just to.
Sure.
Yeah, barbarian.
8 damage.
8 damage. You got a
Barbarian
spider stuck on
damage,
the
don't
end of your
worry.
spear now. Marble,
Get some more. You can make a shish kebab.
right?
Marble is going to.
Barplay has advantage if he attacks the big one.
I know.
I know.
This has nothing to do with my turn. I'm trying to decide if he feels intimidated in any way at all by a giant spider.
You want me to roll intimidation?
Sure, go ahead.
Well, it should be a 20.
Does Marvel have a phobia
It's
that we don't
it's
know
kind of
about?
silly that intimidation's always charisma, but whatever.
And you can
I
always
mean-
make the argument.
I'm
that-
sorry.
Face. That's definitely one of those because you can make the argument that you
Yeah.
shrank in place.
It's a
con or
spider.
whatever.
+3 for spider.
I don't like this threat next to me, so. Blade song.
It's gross and it flew.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not a fan of that.
it was fine over there. I don't like it over here.
Yeah, it's at a 40-foot flying speed.
Yeesh.
And climbing and walking.
So Marble starts like spinning his fucking knife like a pro. And he's gonna do.
It runs the fuck away.
He's gonna cast the secret Jojo family technique.
Disengage.
He's gonna cast Booming Blade. He's gonna hit it really hard.
Here's open. Yep.
3D20s. What the fuck?
Of an accuracy.
Oh,
Replace it.
That's a thing?
Replace a thing.
cool.
You stab that thing, it's dead.
I'm not afraid of it anymore.
The big flying spider is dead.
Yeah. The little spiders aren't gonna. But, whoa! Did you want to step on one?
Yeah. I have the amusing mental image now of Bo just trying to gore him with his horns now.
Just headbutt the ground.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking of that guy from My Hero, from the other school,
Oh!
when he bows.
Oh yeah.
Wham!
Bam.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Well,
Kind of overkill, but
that one goes dead. And then he's gonna move here and attack that one, because he can. He's gonna miss that one.
He's gonna attack the one because he can, and then he's gonna prompt him miss it.
I'm sorry.
He
Which one
fired,
did
he missed.
you attacked? The one was up above. Where are you? Oh, which one did you attack? The first time?
The one above and two is right.
Okay.
This one. That's so dead.
And then you moved.
Over
that
here, did
one's-
swing on that one. I rolled
And
a 10.
you
I
missed.
doubt that hits.
No.
Hmm.
Okay. And then
Doric.
Pox
Oh yeah,
Fuck.
clock.
is gonna move over here and punch it.
Punch that ground.
Never mind.
Why does it have a 0 in there?
Sure, showed it who's boss.
I don't know why
Doric.
this year's in there.
So a lot happened in this
Any
last
creature
6
that like
seconds.
that.
So
Yeah.
the giant spider leaps out. Dulric closes his eyes and he clutches a medallion around his neck, which out of habit, and he says a quick prayer. He says, "Please, Sage, give me the courage to help defend these people. Don't let the same thing happen to them that happened to my last party." And then he opens up his eyes and he sees Marble go into a blade fury and take out this giant creature, and then the other group like smash things, and he's just like breathing really heavily. I know it's a lot to say in such 6 seconds, but he just says impressive, and then he
Passes out.
gets a bit of courage. And which ones are alive?
The one by Doya and the one south of Bo and Reven.
You gotta mark these guys deceased.
Yeah, I have 0. I'm just trying to look at if it's more pop.
He'll step into the middle here because he feels safe in the middle of all these people, but he will make
In
a
the middle
strike.
of all these spiders.
Well, they're all dead, right?
2 of them are.
So he'll step up, make
There you go.
make an attack with his
Yeah, you go. Arvin.
warhammer. Versatile attack.
Since
he
he doesn't
doesn't
have a shield.
Doesn't have a shield or
Smash.
and he also doesn't have a offhanded
Oh, it's
item
hard with
anymore.
knife.
You bring it down and you crush that bug.
Haha, I did it.
Yeah.
There's still one more.
You killed the bug.
Well, I only have one attack.
Mhm.
Can we keep this guy instead of the other one?
Yeah, he hits stuff.
Doya, were you gonna
He hasn't exploded anything near me.
She's gonna squish that spider.
just swish the spider?
10 out of 10 would take Pete over Doric.
Oh,
And,
You hit.
Doric was just
Don't make a Dalric out of yourself. His name's-
All right.
Dilrick comes back up later.
Squish.
And we're like, where are you back? We want the other one.
Actually, better time. All right. So you managed to clear the outside.
Hint, hint.
Like you said, you can go further, find somewhere else, maybe get some con saves, or
Marble is
you could
kind
clear
of
this
high on
place
it, right?
out.
Marble is kind of high on like killing a giant thing in one hit, so he's like kind of hyped up to go in the cave and fight the rest of
You
them.
did do 20 damage and it had 10 left, but it lost almost all of its health to the fucking boomerangs.
Yeah.
I would say, do we want to keep going, or do you want to save the interior if you are going to go there for next week?
All right, we were looking for a place to camp, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
'cause you
Yeah.
guys- now
And
you
I'd-
can't.
I definitely would like to camp inside this time.
You
Yeah.
cannot do a long rest in a 22nd time. It has to be 24 hours apart. So the
Right.
next time you can do a long rest would technically be 12 o'clock at midnight.
We just need
And
to do a
it's-
short rest.
It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well, we could always do a short rest just to and
I'm
then
just saying.
explore the cave,
Well, do you want to do
or
it in
just
here?
have a really long ass rest.
Or
Like,
you wanna
I
do
don't
outside?
think any of us is like particularly damaged. We could just go in and clear it now, and then we'd
I
have a safe
have-
place to spend
Like
the
I
rest
said,
of the
you
day.
guys have gotten some pretty good rolls. I have a chart of 10 different encounters and 10 different terrain encounters. You guys have mostly been hitting terrain.
Mhm.
Look, I guess I would just. I mean, I assume we want to stop here regardless.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
don't think we'll go
But,
too much further than the next room. But were you decide now? Are you going in there or are you pushing on?
I think we should push in to find a place to rest. I agree with Tinox that I think after the last night we had, we probably definitely want to be somewhere a little more fortified.
And
Well, on
the
top of
cave
that, we're
definitely could
already
do that.
we're already going to be exhausted at this point. So
Yeah.
And I don't know about the rest of you, but I lost a hit point, so I am perfectly content to continue on.
And a
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got 4.
Yeah,
That's
it's still going.
I said, yeah, you're right. You haven't just rush into the next room.
It's still round 2.
yeah. Like if I hit
If
something fairly
if you
quick,
hit
it'll still
something
be up.
fairly fast, you can keep it going. Yeah.
All right, so you guys are going in. We'll save that for next week.
I'll
E.
just,
Fuck it, just whack Doya on your way in to
I
keep-
just like to hold up the. So the amulet I grabbed around my neck, I would just hold it up and say, "Where did this come from?"
That one was found on the corpse of the Goliath.
Goliath, yeah.
It would have been stone and rock,
Rock and stone.
and like a gemstone. The way I believe I had a picture of it, but it's been a long time, so we'll give you another one.
No, you don't have to give me an answer right now. I guess
Well, just so you have an idea what it looks
seeing
like.
if
Literally,
anyone else
could
remembers.
just give you an image of what it looks like
So are we done
for tonight. Yes.
Ooh, that's
I-
a baller fucking.
I feel like I should do more with the night, but I was able to push you guys off enough. And
But that
that
last night was cool.
yeah.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
fun.
Like I
I
hated
have-
it, but it was cool.
I have less night encounters than I do day encounters.
I do have a question about it though.
Yes.
So somebody got bit. Are you fucking with the lycanthropy?
Was it? I don't think the
that
particular
is a-
creature
that
I
is a-
used.
Okay, because I know
Has
that's
that.
part of a thing. But I
It's
wasn't
not-
Sure.
I,
if you just
I think he would have
wanted
said
it to-
something maybe.
It's not part of the
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm
Yeah.
just asking.
other. The one I
Alright,
used.
do you want it to be?
A hot.
I mean,
probably
it
do.
It
didn't
sounds
hit
like
me.
you do.
No. Also,
It
I
didn't hit me.
also I believe I chose a reason. Like there's a reason why this creature that I chose to throw at you wouldn't turn you into something.
I would be Dr.
Like,
Jekyll
I-
and Mr. Hyde and werewolf.
Gary,
And the
you're just
beast.
gonna wake up as 2 different personalities from now on. Is that what's going on
Like
here?
that's a difficult one to actually talk
He's
about.
not saying.
This particular creature does not have that ability.
I was just double
It's not
checking.
that kind of werewolf.
From what is it from? What is PSI?
It's about a bajillion different types.
It's a crawling horde.
Yeah, that.
God bless you.
Oh. Yeah, I think this went well.
That was a
like,
good one.
That was
you
fun.
guys have at your first 2 days of travel have actually been very well in your favor.
We continue our time-honored tradition of skipping right to the end of the dungeon.
So, like, you rolled. Here, I'll put this in. here.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
Time-honored continued from Bruce game.
Yeah.
Just choosing all the right paths.
Let's go in this balcony.
Mhm.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, look, it's the final boss. Well,
You sure you want to go to that balcony? Yeah. Shit.
You're not supposed
Oh.
to call my bluff.
Then jump off the balcony and avoid 3 sessions of content.
We did my old table that I did in person.
no, giants are scary, alright?
Yeah.
That we did a Halloween game where he built like this escape room style thing with this one like big ancient evil that we were supposed to like defeat at the end of the night and keep it from escaping this haunted thing.
Mhm.
And our bard decides, instead of doing the whole kill the bad guy and finish the Halloween one shot, he decides to let the bad guy out of the dark tank cave we were in. So our DM had to work out, because he built this in the same world as what we were playing. It was just intended to be a one shot.
Oh, I see.
Right.
So you don't work out the repercussions of this one shot?
You had to work out what happened with this, because we were already dealing with a different ancient evil.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Is
I'd be
that
ready for
before or
that
after
shit.
you nuked the city?
Levi learned to not do one shots that were built in the same universe, because that's what our group did all